Hello, 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 everybody! Welcome back to Anime's Arcade. It is another day of the Super Mario Bingo Bash Tournament. Thank you for the host. There we go. Forgot to turn that off. I appreciate it. There you go. Today is round 3 of the Bingo Bash. And today's race is Nader Beans versus myself, actually. And today, since I'm racing, I can't commentate and race. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. So today, I've got 2 commentators, Shrek Dog and Volantis. Everybody give them a warm welcome. How are you guys doing today?
Hello.
Hello there.
Yo.
Hope y'all are doing well. Shrek Dog is the one on the right, Volantis on the left. How are you guys? Having a good day so far, I hope?
Wonderful. Here for some SMO action, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Woo.
Yeah, I can honestly say the day is not good nor bad, so I'm just looking forward to it going completely uphill with some high-octane bingo action.
Excellent.
Mediocre.
Fair enough. Nate, how are you feeling today? How's yourself?
A little nervous. I was just playing Mario 64 in another tournament, and so now I'm going to transition, I guess, over to SMO Bingo and see how it goes.
Well, what I've found, at least in my personal experience, movement between Odyssey and 64 is relatively interchangeable, you know, besides the whole cat bounces and spin pounds. But
yeah, I agree.
like the movement, honestly, between the two, it's pretty similar. It's really nice. All right, so just to recap for anyone else who might be new here, we have ourselves a bingo board here with different goals and things to collect in the game. So each kingdom has different regional coins that you can only find in those kingdoms. You can buy hats from the stores, and certain things that say get X amount of moons, get checkpoints, plant seeds, etc., etc. Nader Beans and I will be competing to clear 2 lines, so a double bingo, if you will. All right, and I guess I don't have too much else to say at the moment. Shrek Dog, Volantis, you guys feeling good? Feeling nice and fresh?
Ready to go?
All right. Nate, how you feeling? You feeling ready?
I'm nervous, but I think I'm ready to go as well.
All right. We'll go ahead and start the first round. Let me make the card invisible for everybody. Oh, Shrek,
So
you
you
may
show
or
the
may
card.
not be muted.
We show the card as soon as we click start, right?
Frig! Okay, I was muted.
He was muted. No. Okay, welcome back in the booth.
I'm glad you said something. If I could throw out a suggestion, did you want to give your chat a prediction as to who was going to win the matchup?
did.
Oh,
Ooh.
Gosh, I
Good
keep
idea.
forgetting that. Prediction. I remembered the first day, and then I just can't seem to remember for the rest of it. How silly. Who takes the first round? Nate, do you want to be blue or pink?
I'll take blue.
All right. Meter beans. I forgot to close that. Okay. 5 minutes. Prediction, everybody. Get your gambas on. Hi, Momo.
Woo!
I'm gonna vote for myself real quick.
That a boy. Exude that confidence.
Wonderfully. All right. So that's going to be it for 5 minutes. Once again, runners, are you ready?
I am ready.
All right. I think I'm ready. Volantis, Shrek, are you guys ready?
As
Ready
ready
to
as
go.
I'll ever be.
All right. Oh, also, just remember to make things fair, since I have to hear commentary for you guys to be able to hear commentary, I'm going to take my headphones off so I don't hear what Shrek and Volantis are saying.
Oh, thank goodness we can talk negative about you. I mean,
Basically.
Alright.
Basically.
nothing.
All right, Shrek Dog, go ahead and count us down.
All right, racers, on the word go. 3, 2, 1, go. Good luck and have fun.
Let's go.
Right.
So the streams are obviously going to be a little out of sync because Anime is running locally, and we got to get Nate's from the stream, so it's going to be a little delayed. But should be pretty close, and obviously we'll figure out the final. If the final run comes down to within a few seconds, then maybe we'll have to do a retime, but we'll see.
I'd say based on the cutscenes, it is looking like these guys are separated by about 10 seconds or so. So hopefully, if it's not too close.
Ish. Yeah. And reminder again for chat, we're doing any 2 lines, horizontal, vertical, diagonal, whichever 2 lines they want. Usually you'll find runners doing 1 horizontal and 1 vertical, or 1 diagonal and 1 of the others. So that way you're gonna only have to get 9 squares instead of 10. So they cut off a square. Quick look around these things. A couple of them are pretty quick, a couple of them are pretty slow. I don't think we're going to see Sphinx questions or 8 full costume sets, so I think row 8 or row 5 is out of it. But be interesting to see what they go for. In the previous races, we've seen a couple times where the runners prioritize different things, but there's also sometimes where there's just clear rows that are better, so they both end up going for the same thing.
And just taking a look through all this stuff, I'm trying to figure out like what takes the most time. I'm not too familiar with Sphinx questions.
Yeah, they're pretty slow. You have to go to the Sphinx. You have to go through some text boxes, answer the question right. It's not something you usually would want to do. Yeah, I
can already tell in row 3, column 4, 95 moons total. That's probably not going to be taken on by both of these runners, because just even in any percent going for 95 moons, that takes up a good chunk of time. So I imagine that's probably going to be left out.
Well, true, but you also got to think about the fact that if you're going, like, if you have to make it to a later kingdom anyways, you're going to need that many moons as is, because you need 124 moons to beat the game. You're going to have that many before you even get to Bowser. So like there could be a few kingdoms left. So if you find out that route you want to get, or if there's no better routes, it could be worthwhile. It is a pretty long one for sure, but we shall see. And yeah, so both of them are going to be taking the same approach, which you basically always kind of start out a bingo this way, is you rush through Cap Kingdom. Gives you time to kind of think through the different lines and see which one you want to pick, and also give you the ability to move on and unlock the new place. It's rare that you're going to be doing a ton in Cap Kingdom, but if you are, it's better to come back. So like for instance, if they go for row 1 or column 4, the 4 moons in Cap, they're gonna come back for that if they do wind up going for it, because it's much faster to just get through Cap Kingdom and then come back for the moons later.
Right, because you want to unlock as much of the game as possible, so that way you can get more out of the way, as opposed to just sticking around the first kingdom.
Yeah, for sure. And like even Cascade, there's like no moons available. I mean, not no, but there's very few moons available until you beat Madame Brutal and you start the story. So as we can see, I mean, Nate has been off to a pretty good start. Another reminder, Naderbeans is on top and Enemy's on the bottom. So Nate has saved a little time here because of the delay. So a few seconds ahead. That is the first story moon there for both runners. So we'll see if they're able to, or if they're going for the the 7 story moons, etc., stuff like that. Could be some cool things. World Peace restored and wooded, maybe.
Just a reminder for anybody watching who may not be as proficient in Odyssey, such as myself. Story moons are generally shown by when you get the moon and the cutscene shows of him and Cappy coming together, correct?
Yeah, basically that red screen popping up, and you have the longer animation and the music. That's going to be story moons. Again, multi-moons don't count. So for instance, when you beat Madame Brutal here, which they're doing with the dinosaur skip, this one is, even though it is a story moon, it doesn't count towards those tiles because it's a multi-moon. It counts as 3 moons. So it's just a way that they decided to do bingo back in the day. I'm not too sure. But, yeah. Again, the start is usually pretty similar because, yeah, Cap, you just rush through and give yourself some time to think. Cascade, you're going to want to get through these moons and start thinking. And we'll see. Obviously, they might diverge. They might choose to go to some different paths shortly. going to be going to sand next, but we shall see.
Nate already off to a great start. Just before the start of the match, he told us that he had not been playing a whole lot of Odyssey as of recently, just remembering that he was signed up for the tournament not too long ago, but already making up a tremendous amount of time with the cleaner movement and the cleaner battle against Madame Brew here. So he's already got his multi-moons out of the way. And
yeah.
Even though he's got the quicker movement, he is not as familiar with bingo as Anime, as being the host of this tournament and also partaking in his own bingo matches on stream for fun. So I'm sure he'll make up some ground there later on.
Yeah, for sure. And Nate is pretty good at like any percent and festival and stuff like that, where those ones are more, you know, these set moons, and obviously these parts that we've been doing from now are parts of those runs. Whereas Anime, obviously known for mostly like min cap stuff like that, you're going to be doing a lot more obscure movement. You're going to be learning a lot of out of bounds tricks and stuff like that, and that's kind of definitely going to help later on, and as well also the bingo knowledge for sure. So this is kind of what I expected to see, is Nate kind of pulling ahead on the standard any percent part, and then once we get to the actual bingo parts, that's when Anime is going to try and catch up. So we shall see. A good start so far from both the runners. Getting through Cascade. Looks like we're actually going to see our first divergence here, as Anime is going to be heading over for some extra moons. So there's a 16 moons in Cascade. Is that the one? Or 30 regional coins? Not too sure. Looking like 16 moons at this point. So
Anime actually letting us know in the chat, his very own chat, that, quote, "This board sucks, LOL." So even the host / competitor is not a fan of what he's up against here, so we'll have to see how he reacts to all this.
Yeah.
But already taking a blast from the past as we've gone from 3D to 2D, just cruising here through the pipes. Wonderful pixelated movement there from Anime.
Did somebody submit Sorry, did somebody redeem the 2D mode stream channel point thing, or
perhaps?
All right, so here we go, going for these moons. Meanwhile, Nate just continuing on. Nate's going to be collecting regional coins in sand. So, where's that one? I don't see regional coins sand. So maybe looking to buy some costume sets or buying hats or something.
Looks like he's going for the moon in there, so it looks like he's almost just doing an any percent run right now. I wonder
but he stopped for those coins, so be interesting to see what he goes for. It could just be that he outfit door sand, bottom right. There, now I see it. So it looks like he's going to be going for, I would guess column 5 at this point, because I think row 5 is pretty, with the full 8 costume sets and 8 Sphinx questions. I don't think that one's going to be very popular. So I'm thinking a column 5 for Nate.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, we did see...
Anime looks like, my guess would be he's going for 16 moons there.
Yeah, that's my thought as well.
So it'd be interesting to see what direction he takes it there. Will he go for the entire left side column, the ground pound moon, the 3 checkpoints in Lake, or along with the 4 hint hearts? That would be interesting. Stickers, I believe you have to go buy those in the shops as well, right, Valentis?
Yeah. It's I don't know. There's a lot of questions so far. We'll see. Obviously, once he gets the outfit sand, or sorry, the outfit. TLB. Interesting.
Oh, Naderbean's flirting with death right now, taking a prick from the cactus there. Only 1 health left. Looks like he's trying to try a very complicated trick to go up the wall there.
Chat pointing out the fact that going for the bottom right, I forgot about the diagonal. That's a possibility. So it could be going top, left, bottom, right, diagonal. So definitely an option there for Nate with this current route, going for the outfit door and sand. 4 moons from sub area sand.
Oh,
yeah, that's actually pretty good.
Anime having to take a death there. It looks like he bonked out of his T-Rex into a head just completely over the edge, and he couldn't quite get back into its skull.
That's interesting. I've never seen that before. That was weird. But yeah, unfortunate having to take that death, but not too much of a time loss. Nate, meanwhile, powering through. We shall see. Definitely gonna be continuing on. Actually going in the 2D section to get these coins.
Right, Anime's looking like he's warping back to the checkpoint that I believe will put him near the Odyssey, so we'll see where he gets the rest of these moons from. It looks like he's got
8, I think.
Yes.
Halfway there. It's probable or likely that Anime will be coming back. So leave with those 8 and then come back later once some more stuff is available.
There you go.
We'll see. I'm not actually 100% sure, but yeah. It could also be, and I think we could be mistaken. He's not going for the 16 moons. It could be the 12 moons from sub areas total, because I think all the moons he got there were from sub areas. So I think that's probably it for like column 5 or something.
Excluding excluding the multi moon from there. So yeah, it looks like I think he got 4. Yeah. 3 or 4 in the sub area there.
Yeah, he just got the story moons and then some sub areas. So that seems like a logical thing. Meanwhile, Nate actually answering the first Sphinx question. So we'll see. That one is kind of not that, it's not out of the way really, and it gives you a lot of coins and stuff. So it could be going for the Sphinx questions. Could just be figuring out that that was a good moon to get. If you need a lot, if you're going for a lot of moons, it's not a bad one to get. And also going for some sub areas himself. So we shall see.
Well, Anime has finally got into the frozen desert kingdom, and Nate just looks like he's cruising right now, trying to get a star across this purple vat of goo. Looks like he just gets it before dying. Star.
The Mario 64 in you is coming out.
Yep.
Yes. Yeah, it's interesting. We did see a little bit of a divergence here. Right at the beginning of Sand was that Anime did not go for those purple coins. So we'll see if obviously not looking to be going for the outfit door potentially, as Nader is gonna take a death there. Not quite enough distance to make that, unfortunately. Does take a quick death. You know, the good thing about this game is deaths aren't really that costly. It kind of depends on where they are, but gonna be looking to take the other way around now. Just play it a little safer.
That's one of the things I've enjoyed about the open world environment of Odyssey. There's Anime snipes the bird, but looks like he might just be out of the reach of the moon. He should be able to get it. Let's see if he's able to get some extra height.
Yeah.
There we go. But yeah, compared to Mario 64 or Mario Sunshine, when you take a death and have to go outside of the world, go back in and do everything all over again. It's very nice in Odyssey. You can just go back right to the checkpoint and stay in the kingdom there. Well done on Nintendo's part.
So we got Nate doing some sheep wrangling, trying to get all these sheep into the pen. To me, this looks an awful lot like I don't know what is there a sheep related one? It looks like maybe 32 Moon Sand, but I feel like the sheep is pretty slow, so we'll see. This will be interesting to see where exactly they finish off. So Nate going into another sub area, gonna be getting quite a few sub area moons here, as well as all the purple coins. So some pretty good stuff. If I had to hazard a guess at which Nate was doing right now, given my poor knowledge of bingo, I would personally say top right, top left, bottom right, and column 5. But could be very wrong there, so I'm unsure of that. Taking this a little slow. Gonna be trying to get on top now. Yeah, there we go. And interestingly, missed the purple coins as well in this area. Oh, just taking a bonk. You hate to see it. That was pixel too low.
Well, it looks like Anime has gone through the outfit door, but he's changing the time zone for some reason. I'm not sure how this all works out. Does he
Yeah,
need
so
to...
that's to make your seeds grow. So for like top level any percent runs and stuff, you'll actually use daylight savings time to make your seed grow because it changes the hour to an hour later. But for this run, obviously, because you don't know exactly what you're doing before it, it's really hard to know when you're going to be in sand. So just manually changing the time clock allows you to get that seed to grow really quick. So yeah.
What exactly is the outfit door square? It looked like he went through the door that had a lock on it. I'm assuming he got in because he was dressed in a poncho and a sombrero, but this box is not checked out. Is there a different door he's got to go through?
No, I think he just hasn't checked the box because that is there's a door in every kingdom which has well, not every kingdom, I think Lost and Ruined don't, but anyway, the point is there's an outfit that's specific to that kingdom. You can buy it with the regional coins, and buying that outfit and then getting through the door, that would be that square. So
all right, well, we do know he is listening as he's responding in chat. So it looks like we got Nader
I believe
Beans.
he said he wasn't going to be listening to us, so he's probably looking at chat, but he's not listening to the commentary. So just to make it a little more fair, because doesn't want to be getting any info from us about Nate's runs that Nate is not getting about his run. So
But speaking of Nate, it looks like he's just now, he might be first on the board. I don't know what question or what colors they are on the bingo board, but since he was just in a sub area and we got some orange on the bingo board, it looks like he's now crossed the first one there. As it looks like
Anime, and there we go, Anime filling out the outfit door one. So Anime is red and Nate is orange. That is correct.
There we go. Respective to their Twitch profile names in the chats, if I'm not mistaken.
Perhaps, yeah.
No, Anime is generally red, as we can see here in his chat. Nader Beans is generally orange to match his bean profile picture. That makes it easy. Thank you, gentlemen.
So yeah, you can see the outfit now. Nate's buying the outfit as well. It costs 15 of these coins. So Nate just getting the 15 coins, not going to get any more as well. So it looks like they both just went for that outfit door.
Right, so it looks like the five-headedness of the co-commentator is showing. They are going to be going for the diagonal there.
Pretty confident there. Nate's going to be going through the outfit door shortly. Just going to stop in here and get this moon behind the shop. So I mean, so far it's kind of hard to tell. Obviously, the bonk and the death there from Anime. Yeah, interestingly, so that movement that Anime was doing there, I wouldn't be surprised if Nate doesn't really know it because it's not really done in the any percent categories, stuff like that. Usually you get up there using a bullet bill, but using in min caps you have to get up there via some unique methods. So interesting strats. Unfortunate death there for Anime. Gonna cost quite a bit of time because it wasn't that close to a checkpoint, but this is going to be, I guess, maybe potentially using the more standard route to get up there with this bullet bill here. Now going to be stopping for that moon on that pillar and then heading over and doing some wall jumps.
Right,
a little bit easier way to get up there, but obviously Anime knowing the min caps routes going to be pretty nice.
Looks like Nader Beans himself had to retry a triple jump attempt in order to get the moon on top of the leaning pillar there, as he's now rolling his way further throughout the desert. It's looking like is he about to go into the... This isn't the pyramid where you go to face the totem head, is it?
Kind of, but also no. Like, that pyramid needs to lift off before you can go face the totem head. At the top of that pyramid is a fight with one of the brutals. So so I'm really not too sure exactly what Nate is doing right now, what he's looking for. But meanwhile, Anime is going to be... They're both pretty close to finishing up sand if they just go straight for finishing it up. But it looks like Nate has some other stuff in mind. Just kind of going around the desert. I don't know what he's looking for. Maybe he's looking for the last sheep or something. I don't know. I really don't know what he's going for. Kind of just wasting a bunch of time, unfortunately.
Just wandering around as we see his Mario just freezing, just pretty much freezing out there. I hate to see it. It looks like he's going to just take a journey down the sinkhole.
Yes. So another sub area, so maybe going to be potentially going for top left, bottom right, and column 5 again. Because
there is also row 1, column 2, that's 6 moons from sub areas in the sand. So maybe he's just going to get another,
could be that too.
A couple of extra moons from here too. So that'd be really interesting to see where it goes. Maybe, I guess because there is also a sand box down below that for world peace. Maybe he'll be trying to go for that as well, as he just avoids getting squished by the bricks down there, as Anime himself gets yet another 2-dimensional moon and reaches another checkpoint, and collected a story moon in the process. So that's now 2 story moons from Anime.
Is there that was, oh my goodness, that was a little scary. Yeah, I think we're definitely going to be seeing column 5 from Anime because of all the sub area moons from Cascade. So most likely going to be seeing that. Looks like Nate could be doing the row 1 or could be doing column 5. Hard to say. 2 moons deep woods, 4 moons cap, world peace restore wooded. It's actually not that bad. We totally could be seeing that. Just all those other weird moons that I saw him getting in sand, like rascaling the sheep and stuff like that. It kind of makes me think column 5.
Looks like Anime's right now going around collecting the moon tokens as Naderbeans has just gotten yet another moon. I'm looking like, yeah, Anime will probably be going for column 5 because we're already with 18 moons in the Sand Kingdom. I wonder if he'll just be wanting to get all 32 and then peace out.
Well, I mean, you do need to get, what I think is it like 21 or something to leave. So no, it's not 21. 21's like the total. You need to get a lot of moons in Sand Kingdom to leave. So basically, at this point, he is getting more. So potential looking like it. But yeah, you do need a fair few already. So I think Anime's good to leave, but Nate as well should be, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, looks like they're both just going around getting moons.
And there's a 3rd story moon right there for Anime. As he's got a, looks like an orange with some bunny ears on his nose there. Was that part of the outfit and I've just missed it this whole time?
I believe you're getting a little confused. If you bonk into cacti, you get the little spines in your nose. So
he got pricked.
Yeah, I bonked into a cactus and has them. So yeah, definitely looks like they're both going for those moons. It'd be a nice couple to grab here. They're all doing a lot of moons. Definitely interesting strategies, but yeah, I mean, you can kind of see the difference in which moons they're going for, as Anime taking a death, just jumping right off the edge, just barely missed the ledge. Nate's kind of doing some any percent moons right now that people often do. So
going for a little bit quicker moons. We did also have some contributions here in the chat. Thank you, Ancient Angel. It sounds like if Naderbeans was willing to go for the world peace route, he could get some moons even a little bit quicker, as they've been going for much of the slower moons. But
yeah,
we'll have to see where he's going. He's been playing it clean as Anime takes yet another death.
Yeah. And like I said earlier, you need 21 moons to leave, but that's including the 5 from Cascade. So
yeah, 16 total.
So 3 head. Yes. 16 total. Here's the outfit door. Now we're going to be seeing Nate going through that. Again, for everyone, Nader's on top and Anime's on the bottom. So Nate has the second one so far. Got to go do a little playing your guitar.
Now, one thing I'm also noticing, and I'm not going to try to make some assumptions here because I am terrible with foreign languages, but Naderbeans is playing in the English version, and Anime looks like he's playing in, in a foreign language. I won't make assumptions here. The event that I'm horribly wrong here.
I think it was Chinese. Okay. Yeah, I think that's the fastest version.
I did want to say, like in Mario 64 with Japanese versus English version, does it come down to text boxes more or less for speed differences there?
I think it's only text boxes in this game, if I'm not mistaken. There's some more knowledgeable people in chat like Colin, but I believe it's just the text boxes, and yeah, I think I've heard Chinese was fastest. So the big thing is like on the N64, the Japanese version versus the US version, like they're different releases, right? Like it's whereas this, you're playing on the same game, you're just changing the language, right? So a little bit easier. We're seeing Anime definitely making it through this sub area a lot faster than Nate did, but yeah, they're both coming up on the 32 moons for sure.
Yep, as Anime just
coming up on it, like they both have what, 23? So
yep, both
9
tied at
moons left.
23. As Anime just collected his 4th moon from the sub area that's there.
Gonna be riding a Jaxi.
So when Naderbeans was in the upside down pyramid earlier, did that not count as a sub area, or did he only get 1 moon from there?
I do not know.
Because I wonder if he didn't realize, like, going for the 32 moons, I remember him getting at least 1 from there, but I wonder, because he's not trying to go for that square, if he realizes that's not something he checked off, or realized he could check off.
Yeah, I don't know exactly what he did in the inverted pyramid or whatever, but I got distracted. But yeah, we're gonna be seeing all these. Also, keep in mind, right? So if you're not going for a line, even if you get the requirements for one of the boxes in it, just inadvertently, you don't necessarily need to like check it off on the map, right? So oftentimes you'll see them kind of just skip things that they have the requirements for, but they don't need to fill it out because, yeah, again, they don't particularly care.
Yeah, I guess I'm just used to seeing blackout bingo where people have to go for multiple different things or try to clear the entire board, so I'm just used to everything needing to be marked off.
Yeah, so they are going for world peace restored in sand. So they are going to be going through the story moons. They're going to be doing some boss fights. Going to be interesting. Obviously, stopping for these side moons and stuff. These ones are going to count for a couple things. So
now I do know that Anime has visited this room that he's been now quite often, as this is part of his min caps route. So he collects a moon right out of there, looking like he might be able to get a number. He got number 5. Looks like he might be able to get number 6 out of the way here very quickly for sub moons in the sand area. I guess then again, he might not even be going for that box, as we've said before. Maybe it's just an extra moon that he's very well aware how to get.
Yeah, I think based on the moon choices, I think it's going to be 32 moons in sand, which means that the 6 sub area is not exactly required. But the sub area moons are going to count towards the 12 sub area. According to chat, these do not count as sub area moons. So.
Okay. Thankfully, we do have a very well-informed chat.
Yeah. Unfortunately, both of us are not too familiar with bingo. I myself only run any percent very poorly, so.
And I myself have played the game very casually and have only gotten to Wooded Kingdom.
So yes, according to the cheat sheet, the Sand Kingdom story moon, or sorry, sub area moons. There's the one where you fall in the little sinkhole. There's the cap doors. There's the one with the Jaxi where you run on the purple goop, and then there's the rocket ship. So everything else is not considered a sand area or sub area.
All right.
So finishing this boss fight up, gonna be convenient. Get a nice multi-moon, and then gonna be trying to finish up with Sand Kingdom pretty shortly here on an enemy side. And excuse me, it looks like we're seeing the same thing here out of Nate, just a little bit behind on the finishing up the story. So gonna be getting that one, the moon shards in the sand, and then gonna be heading into the inverted pyramid, I believe, to go fight. Why is her name escaping me? What? See, I right now, when I need to think of the name of one of the Brutals, I can think of all the other ones. I just can't think of that one's name. Harriet, that's her name. I got it. I remembered eventually. Nate just taking a look around the the sand, trying to figure out what's going on. And yeah, we're seeing Anime coming up here on this final sub area, which will lead to, I believe, the final moon of the story here and world peace in sand. Oh, taking a dive off the edge. Chat informing us that unfortunately Nate has forgotten that that moon is a post moon, so cannot get it at this point in time.
Oh, going for the binoculars.
Anime making it this time. Nicely done. So maybe just finishing up here. Does have an extra moon, but you know, no big deal. Nicely done. Gonna be making it through. Really well done. Okay, and chat apparently fighting over their knowledge, trying to confuse the commentators. Good to know. And here's Nate getting the final sheep, finally.
And it looks like NaderBeans also tried grabbing a star in the sand there, but forgot that he'd already gotten it as the moon came out clear and transparent.
And the sheep is running away. Oh no, Nate!
That is not where you want to herd the
tragic.
sheep.
Got on the wrong side of the sheep there and trying to get it back. It was going away. So this was probably not the choice. Oh no, the cactus!
Oh no.
Oh, this is tragic. You hate to see it. All right. Oh no!
Oh no, NaderBeans. Oh, exercising some extreme animal abuse as he knocks a sheep into the abyss there. He had one just perfectly situated in the circle and in pursuit of getting the third and final sheep, kicked one into the abyss. Oh no.
Oh no, dude.
He's just standing there frozen solid, both emotionally and physically, unaware of what just happened.
Oh no. That's just brutal. Spending so long trying to get those sheep and then just giving up. Yeah, he spent so long looking for that final sheep, and unfortunately that ending was just, that was heartbreaking. But
Absolutely brutal.
oh well. Anime, meanwhile, gonna be finishing up this final boss here. Missing the capture. Nice punch. Really well done.
This anime using what looks like a rejected gauntlet from the Marvel franchise, as it only had a couple of gemstones in it. Nonetheless, had more than enough power to take out this Olmec head.
Yeah, at this point, I feel like Anime is in a huge lead. It can't be understated. Not only did Anime stop in Cascade to get those extra sub-area moons, but then getting the 32 moons in sand already, world peace, stuff like that. Like, Anime's basically in a huge lead. So unfortunate for Nate that Sand Kingdom has gone like this, but you know, still not out of it. There's still quite a bit to go. And friendly reminder, they have to get 2 lines, and it is a best of 3. So this is game 1. As Anime finishes those 2 off. So again, like I was saying earlier, we will be seeing top left to bottom right and column 5. So from both runners, it looks like. So yeah, a lot of this has been like, you know, Anime's knowledge of, again, bingo as well as min caps. Like, they've allowed him to be a little better at some of these movements. Oh my goodness, you hate to see it there. Yeah, these moons, you don't do them during any percenter festival, so Nate's going to be a little less confident with them. But
Colin even agreeing with the broadcaster in the chat that the board does not look that great in general. So it just seems like all the Odyssey people can agree that this is just
but
one.
what does Colin really know? What does he have, like a 106 or something?
Oh, I can tell you this. It looks like NaderBeans may have taken his 106th death there. Not actually. He just wanted to get a smooth segue, but he's just struggling right now to get through this area here in the Sand Kingdom. But meanwhile, Anime has now made his way to Seaside, is already off to a blazing start getting his first medal.
Yeah, Nate's just gonna take the bullet now. Just learning from his mistakes. You know, like you can make that jump. Anime's pretty proficient with it, but if you're not that comfortable with it, you know, might as well just take the developer intended route of grabbing a bullet. And it's a little slower, but you know, better than death. So.
Oh, absolutely.
We'll see. Looks like there's nothing to do in Lake except just finish it. So we're gonna be. No, you went for it again.
Nader Beans, I think
nothing's going well.
Not quite learning his mistakes from the sheep mishap, just relentlessly wanting to go for the star. This, unfortunately, he killed the sheep, so he had to inevitably end there. But he's stuck now. He just wants to get this one out of the way. At this point, he's got no choice, having to wait for another bullet to come out as one just blew up directly in his face. This is just looking slower and more painful by the second here for Mr. Beans.
That was an intended blow up. You had to clear out the wall first, but you know. Geez, Shrek, you're trying to make it look like you made another mistake.
Absolutely.
But no, it's okay. So yeah, Anime just gonna be fighting Rango here, and if once this Rango fight's done, gonna be heading out of Lake. Pretty short kingdom. See if you can clean Rango. Looking good so far.
I'm trying to do the best I can to sell on the drama here, Volantis.
Very nice Rango. Oh no, he got slightly too early there. Didn't quite get it. Just has to dive on it though. Pretty clean Rango fight. So pretty good Lake there from Anime. Gonna be quite far ahead because again, after this Harriet fight, Nate then has to go and do the boss fight to finish off world peace. So pretty unfortunate sand to say the least. But you know what, it happens. And again, I mean, this run going this poorly, not necessarily an indicator of Nate's skill. Because again, his specialties in other stuff, but we shall see. Like, I mean, obviously we know he's capable of coming back and putting out a better run in game 2. At this point, I think it's kind of just wait for Anime to finish, but we'll see.
Right, and there we go. Nader Beans finally taking out Harriet, as it looks like Anime now will be getting back into the Odyssey and off to the next kingdom. I imagine he'll be going to Wooded.
Yeah, so they do have to get past Nate, no. He just checked off world peace restored, but he has not in fact restored world peace. There he goes. He unchecked it off. He remembered. We're good. So close enough. So yeah, we shall see what's going on here. I'm assuming Wooded. Yeah, Wooded. It doesn't really matter which ones you do first because you do have to make it to Lost, so gonna have to go a little further. And then Seaside, 5 ground pound moons. As long as we don't see someone go to the wrong kingdom later, it should be good. Four checkpoints, Wooded, world peace restored. So it looks like, yeah, we're going to be seeing pretty much a standard route, except going to be skipping a few of the moons just to go for world peace and get the checkpoints. You will be getting a fair few checkpoints, like you're walking past them just by going for world peace. So that one shouldn't be an issue. We'll see if Anime's going to go for stuff like Nut Clip, make his way up there. It won't really help, but you know.
Where is the nut button when you need one?
The nut button. Oh, I can help you out there. I can help you out. There we go.
All right. Thank you, Volantis. Right on cue.
Failing No Nut November. I'm sorry.
Immediately coming in with the nut. As Anime himself nuts directly right there for the next moon.
Yeah. Oh, nice bonk. And yeah, Nate's getting definitely some extra moons in sand. You have to assume that it's just by accident and just not considering or not remembering that this was part of the run, that you have to kill this guy. Struggling a little getting this. But yeah, I didn't actually see if Anime went for Nut Clip or not, but gonna be going around. So I'm assuming he did go for it based on where he's going now.
See that Nader Beans is struggling a little bit to try to use the Goombas to jump up to the moon. We saw Anime flawlessly use his Goombas to pick up the moon. Nader Beans tried to jump up there, couldn't quite get it, so he had to activate the blocks with the Goombas in order to pick up the moon. So now he's got his 32 in Sand Kingdom if he wants to go ahead and knock that off, but he'll probably wait until he achieves world peace. Meanwhile, can we get some cat jams here in the chat if this is indeed a cat jam chat, as we are coming on the most banging song in the entire game, in my opinion.
And interestingly, a fact that I just learned last night is that despite being up here, you can't actually do any of the world peace stuff up here because it's not properly loaded. So gonna have to be going back down, just I guess kind of doing the standard route for now. But if you want to get world peace, you're gonna have to go. No, I was gonna say maybe he's gonna be going for column 3 and the top left bottom right. But I think he would have stopped for some regional coins in Lake, and he didn't get any of those, so I think not.
So yeah, if he's going for column 5, he'll be going for the checkpoints. From what I see, there are 9 checkpoints available in the Wooded Kingdom. I'm not sure how many of them he's already hit so far.
I don't think he has hit any. There's one coming up right here after this long jump right over there that he's gonna grab. And then there's another couple that are pretty convenient. Oh, not
skipping right past the checkpoint and just falling directly down.
I don't know what he was doing there, but that's really interesting.
Looking like he's just going for yet another story moon there with the piranha plants.
Yeah, but that one you do as part of the route no matter what.
Oh, absolutely.
I'm unsure.
That I do know. No matter for a lot of the categories, you always go for that moon. It's the one moon I know that has the cutscene in it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, based on this route that he's been doing, I could totally see that. Oh dear. Okay, he didn't fall in Deep Woods. If he'd gone slightly further forward, he would have fallen in Deep Woods. So, just taking a little death, but he didn't get the checkpoint, so he's back at the start.
Now it looks like he's gonna go talk to the Sphinx.
Yeah, because this is kind of like the way to get through to there faster. This is kind of like the intended way, as you talk to the Sphinx. Yeah, unfortunately, he didn't get the checkpoint, so when he died there, he didn't fall in Deep Woods, but he did have to go back to the start. So I'm really not sure why he skipped that checkpoint. That's kind of a standard, like, even if you're doing any percent, you would get that checkpoint usually.
I think he just wanted to show off to the chat and the world that he can very clearly speak fluent Chinese, as he just answers the Sphinx question absolutely flawlessly. Basically,
yeah, I mean, honestly, that is impressive always.
Yeah. So now he's gotten 2 checkpoints here in the Wooded Kingdom, as he's now about to collect this moon here. As Nader Beans finally...
I'm confused.
Nader Beans is now also finally taken down the Olmec head in the Sand Kingdom. He has achieved world peace and is happily crosses that off the board, and I bet he is ready to get the heck out of there.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, this Wooded from Anime has not been bad, but it has not been good, and that's definitely where Nate can make up some time. There's not a lot of time to make up, let me rephrase that. There's a lot of time he has to make up and not a lot of time to do it. That's what I'm trying to say. But I mean, honestly, if Anime falls in Deep Woods or something like that a few more times, like that's where a lot of the time save comes from. I don't know what Nate's doing.
He's going back through.
Maybe
I think
going for more sub area moons or something.
Is he about to redeem himself and try to go back for the Sheep Star?
I don't know what he's doing.
Meanwhile, Anime just continuing to nut all over the Wooded Kingdom right now, just flawlessly nutting, nuts to nuts. Love to see it.
Yeah, so he'll have his 3rd checkpoint right at the top of this tower if he's going for those, as well as the brutal fight for the story.
Looks like Nader Beans is just getting high in the sky.
I'm so confused.
What? Huh, I have never seen this before. Where did he just go to?
This is a sub area, so could be going for more sub area moons. Could have just decided like to change it up and go for the 6 moons from sub areas in sand. I mean, it's Or could be just going for more submoons for 12 submoons for total area, right? So
It could make sense because if he's got to go.
Oh my goodness.
Good save there from Nader Beans. Looking at the top row there, if he gets the sub area moons from up here, if there's enough, he could go
Yeah,
to the
but-
Seaside Kingdom, get those ground pound moons, head to the woods to get the 2 from the Deep Woods, World Peace from Wooded, and the 4 back in Cap Kingdom if he wanted to circle the route back around. But
Yeah,
he just
but then why
takes.
did he get 32 in sand?
But he just took a death.
All right, Nate learning from his mistakes. In this sub area, you're supposed to get rid of Cappy, but you don't need to get rid of Cappy. You can just jump over there. And
Meanwhile, the host and competitor Anime saying "frick" in his own
yeah,
chat.
he's
Looks
been
like we may have
struggling
missed
hard
him.
in this tower getting up there. It's I didn't see what happened. Maybe he jumped off the edge and missed his jump or something. I'm not 100%. He did get up there, and then yeah, he had to go through it again. So,
And speaking of missing a jump, Nader missed yet another jump. It takes another death here in the other sanded wood area.
so he's not
same
getting
sort-
the checkpoint.
sub
Okay, there
area.
you got the checkpoint. We're good. We're good. So yeah, we'll see here after Anime finishes this boss fight. We'll have enough moons to leave Wooded, but I mean, I don't know why he would be leaving Wooded.
It looks like he's taking on. I'm probably gonna say this wrong, but it looks like Stewart. But you've replaced the T with a P. Stewart.
Spewart, yes.
Stewart. Thank you.
Nate, unfortunately, not Goombaing very well. You can just abandon that Goomba and you can just make that jump. But hey, you know what? There you go. Getting that moon. Heading on over. Yeah, Anime finishing up that Spirit fight. Spirit is by far the easiest brutal. Literally the most free fight. It's something else.
All right, so Nader Beans has now collected his next sub area star here in the Sand
Yeah,
Kingdom. Just
I
standing
honestly,
around.
I think Nate is kind of just like at this point, like this race has gone so poorly, kind of like catch up and make sure you're kind of aware of things and get prepared for the next one because it is a best of 3. Because he's definitely not playing fast, so he's taking his time. Probably like, oh, I forgot about this. Let me try and brush up on it. Something like that. I'm just guessing. Obviously, I don't know. But we see here Anime definitely moving on, so not going to be going straight from Wooded, going to be looking for world peace restored as well as getting that 4th checkpoint. Just has 3 so far. So yeah, we'll be seeing that. I believe sub areas he's got a good portion.
All right. Well, Nader Beans, after collecting now 37 moons in the Sand Kingdom, will finally see his way out of here.
Well, he did get 32, so there you go.
Going
Yeah.
above and beyond. You love to see it from our competitors, as Anime in all caps has typed in, "Oh, another square." LOL.
Yeah, Anime was supposed to be getting those checkpoints and stuff, but was unfortunately just forgetting about the squares and stuff. So as we can see, Anime is now has gotten the 4th checkpoint, so that is 4 checkpoints. Like I was saying, you basically just collect checkpoints by just going past them when you're going for world peace here. Gonna be breaking this and then defeating the flower stealing machine thing. I don't know how to describe it.
Nader
The machine
Beans
that's
now-
stealing the flowers for Bowser. That's gonna be what he needs to do for world peace. So, oh, the thing shot out a Bowser bomb thing that ate his bullet right before he got it. So, really
Beans-
unfortunate timing there.
Nader
But
Beans
yeah, I
looking
mean,
like he's a
like
little.
we've seen, it's kind of hard to keep track of all these things going on at the same time, right? Like you gotta kind of have your route in mind. It's really easy to forget, oh, I need the checkpoints. Like he was maybe thinking about world peace or whatever, and then he's like, because he skipped all those checkpoints, and then he's like, oh, you know what, I'll get the checkpoints later, and then realized, right, I need those. And then once he finished that part, he's like, oh, look, another moon, so another square. So now he has to go do his world peace. I'm not sure again how many sub area moons he's done. I believe it's probably like 7 at this point. So I don't think he went for the sub area here in Wooded. So I'm not too sure.
It also looked like Nader Beans was a little confused on the top half of his screen earlier, as we see Anime taking on this boss here. Nate went to the Lake Kingdom, tried to get back in the Odyssey, and perhaps see if he can go straight to Wooded. But I think how many? I thought, based looking at anime screen, you only needed 41 moons to get to Wooded. Yet Nader Beans with 42 moons has to go back and is now collecting a few of them here in the Lake Kingdom.
So the way it works is it's not like you need X amount of moons to open the doors or whatever to get to, like in SM64. It's you need to beat like the kingdom before it. So and beating the kingdom is like getting a certain amount of moons in that kingdom. So even if you like, you only need 5 in Cascade. Even if you get 10, those moons don't help you in sand. You still need to get the 16 in sand, right? So okay, you only need 21 moons to get past sand from Cascade and sand, but you then need to get those other moons. So he needs to get a few in Lake here. Interesting route, but going to be going up for the Rango fight shortly. Finish off Lake and then head over to Wooded.
Oh, Nader Beans almost making the jump up there.
And does recapture the fish, luckily, before it despawns. So this does make the jump on the second try. Nicely done.
Enemy is looking like he's taking down the... I don't even know what the name of this is, but it looks like it's a UFO made from a flower.
It's the flower stealing robot. I don't know. It steals flowers. You got to protect the flowers because Bowser's trying. So, like, if for those who are unaware of the SMO storyline, Bowser is getting married to Peach, who he has kidnapped. That's his plan, and so he's going across the world, getting all these things for the wedding. So it's the cake, the wedding dress, the flowers, etc. All these things. So you have to go to all these places, and you have to stop him from getting all these things. So he was stealing the flowers from here. He was stealing the wedding ring from Sand Kingdom, etc. So yeah, all these weird things, apparently known as torque drift. Nice.
All right, and looks like Nate had a clean fight with Rango there in the Link Kingdom, so now he looks like he's going to be getting out of here quickly, as Anime is now teleporting back to one of the checkpoints.
Yeah, Anime is going to be going for the sub-area moons here. There's a sub-area here that has 2 easy moons right here. So going to be going for those. So that's probably the second square that he'd forgotten. He was going for world peace, and he realized that he didn't need these moons because he was going for world peace, but he still does need sub-area moons. So going for them now. Not going for the clip. You can get this weird clip through the wall on that moon if you're good, like top level 90% runners. Allows you to kind of skip coming down here, but not too much of a time loss. I don't know how to do it, so. But yeah, as you can see, 2 really quick sub-area moons, and then going to be teleporting back to the Odyssey and heading on to the next kingdom. So out of Wooded here, right as Nader comes into Wooded. So we're going to be seeing Nader in Wood for quite a while. And yeah, unfortunately, again, like I was saying, pretty far behind, but we'll see.
Nerd Assassin bringing up a good point. While it may be a spoiler alert here. Oh, Valantis, what's going on there?
So these rocks, you have to pick up the right moon and bash it into the other one. Unfortunately, when Nader threw the moon, he kind of like confused them and picked up the wrong one, so he got a coin out of it instead of the moon out of it. He just had to pick it up again and bash it into another rock. So it was a little bit of time loss, not too big a deal. But kind of annoying, but no huge deal. So. As we can see, Anime here moving into Cloud Kingdom. Gonna be doing the Bowser fight, then move on to Lost, where he's gonna be getting those 3 checkpoints, and then just gonna be having to go to Seaside and get those ground pound moons, and also I think needs 1 more sub area moon. So very nice. Very nice on that grab of that cap there.
Right,
some really cool stuff that goes on in these Bowser fights.
Nader Beans is now making his way through the Wooded Kingdom, already collecting his first checkpoint. Much better than Anime. In the event he does take an accidental death, he will not need to start at the beginning. Yeah,
so Nate definitely not forgetting about the sub area moons. These are fast moons that you would get in like a beginner level any percent. I believe you also get them in like good level any percents, but you don't wind up doing those boss fights. So because of that, Anime just didn't get them because I don't need these moons, I'm getting the boss fight. But yeah, unfortunately does want the checkpoints and does want the sub area moons. So Gonna be finishing up this Bowser fight pretty cleanly as Nate gets those 2 moons. Gonna be heading out of here and then gonna be heading over to work on world peace. And then yeah, the checkpoints should just come as you get world peace, assuming you don't skip them. But we'll see.
Anime looking like an amateur Mike Tyson out there, just delivering a series of uppercut blows to Bowser. But Bowser is able to regain consciousness, I presume, even though we skipped the cutscene. Gosh dang it, Anime. Sometimes we want to watch the cutscene.
We're speedrunners. We never want to watch it.
But I digress. It looks like he's now on to the next kingdom as Naderbeans continues to make his way through the Wooded Kingdom, doing his signature looking around.
I think Nate was trying to figure out where what he needs to go to next for story. But yeah, he does want to go this way, wants to get across and kill that kill the big piranha. That is the next story, and then you have to go fight Spewart, and then you can go fight the I've already forgotten the name, Torque Drift. So as you can see, skipping the moon in there, definitely a smart choice. Not going to need all the moons from the any % route. So just going to be going for, because you are going to get the extra ones from the boss fights. So meanwhile, just going to be trying to finish up this kingdom here on enemy side, as well as get the 3 checkpoints. Don't want to forget those. But going to be pretty standard. I think already got the checkpoint up top, if I'm not mistaken. And then the one right here. And yeah. Scaring Klepto so he doesn't... I feel like Enemy is okay. I was gonna say, like, did he not get the checkpoint? But yeah, he did. So
everybody's favorite part of any Mario game, no matter what you're playing, we always love talking to and communicating with Klepto the bird. Nothing is ever wrong with that bird.
That is not true. When Klepto steals your hat, it's the worst thing in the world.
Co-commentator not recognizing Kappa's sarcasm in the co-commentator's voice unless I'm so monotone my emotions are not picking up.
Emotions are overrated.
Fair enough.
I blame Anime. It's his fault.
Now I've actually seen this star done before. He was able to get someone to blast off and just completely suicide bomb that cage over there.
Yeah. Unfortunately, not quite getting the one under the bridge. Gonna have to go get another moon. I believe also needed to get another checkpoint. So does spawn back out right here because of getting the checkpoint. Thankfully, gonna scare Klepto again, just so Klepto doesn't go steal his hat when he comes over here. But taking another death.
This moon is always the trickiest one here. Skilled any % runners I know can just throw the cap, collect it, then take the death and go back to the Odyssey. But I know the intended way, you have to take not a wiggler, but just like one of those longer, like elongated worms that can get you right underneath there.
I think there's a way for skilled runners to make it out after getting the moon without dying. Like that.
Oh, and there we go.
So yeah, it's possible to make it out without dying. It's also possible to what's the word? To just skip that moon entirely and get a different one, because if you're like me. So yeah, definitely realize needs to go for the checkpoints. There's the one, got the one by Klepto, so I guess didn't get the one up top, so gonna have to go get another checkpoint and then gonna be able to leave Lost. Not too sure where the best one is. I think probably, I mean, all right.
I wonder if Anime has only collected 2 checkpoints, because after collecting this checkpoint here, he has not quite crossed it off the board.
Yeah, he's definitely he has only collected 2, so he needs one more. Oh, and forgetting that if you die, Klepto gets triggered and gonna lose Cappy. Gonna have to go fight to get Cappy back. Really unfortunate. Yeah, if you die, Klepto gets re-triggered, so you have to worry about that. Unfortunate. Did remember that the first death, but the second death was unfortunately at the worst checkpoint, so was unable to go get it immediately. Looks pretty good to be able to just go get him pretty quick, but still a little bit of time loss.
Yeah, good makeup ground for Naderbeans, but Naderbeans is now just
yeah, I don't think Nate is taking the optimal route here. Nate's kind of taking the developer intended route, but there's some cool ways you can jump to get up here. that we saw from Anime. So a little bit slower route here from Nate. Gonna be kind of taking a slower route to whatever the boss is called again, Torque Drift. Gonna be going to a sub area, taking a quick stop here to go get some more moons. So looks pretty good. Gonna get the moon shards in the fog. As Anime tries to make his way up to the top, there's a checkpoint pretty close here, so right up at the top. Should just do some wall kicks, get the checkpoint, and then should be good to just leave Lost. And then yeah, almost done out of Anime.
All right,
So-
he got his third and final checkpoint there.
Yes. So I think he needs one more sub area moon and then the 5 ground pound moons in Seaside.
Enemy looking to close this one out here pretty quickly.
As Nate, being a Paragoomba, just flying around, does get the shards. Mario is sabotaging, apparently. Definitely trying to make the race a little more exciting after the unfortunate start there out of Nader. But Anime did have a very large lead, so even though that Lost Kingdom went pretty poorly, it was not enough for Nate to catch up. So what it is, a very, very slow kingdom. So got to just rush through Metro real quick. Maybe get a sub area moon. I believe you get at least, I believe you get sub area moons as part of the any percent route. Yeah, you do, because the what's the word I'm looking for? Pushing through the crowd. You go. That's a sub area. So should get the sub area moons just from doing a pretty good any percent, and just rush through, and then that's where we'll see getting over to Seaside.
Yeah, if I'm not mistaken here, look, it's gonna be a while before we get over to Seaside. He's got to go through both night and day Metro, and then go through snow to get there. So while 5 ground,
well, you don't have to go through snow. You can pick snow or Seaside, right? So
that I'm not sure. I just see on the cheat sheet here we've got snow followed by Seaside, so I didn't know if it's one of those things you had to go from one to the other.
yeah, you can pick either or. It's another one of the places where it changes, where it splits up. So you would pick Seaside first because you don't need to go to snow in this route. But if Anime does pick snow, we'll have to go through snow. So usually in like an any percent, you just pick whichever one's first on the list because that's usually going to be faster. In like an all moons run or whatever, it actually matters which one you pick because you want to set up your paintings to go the right way for the painting loop later on. But in bingo, obviously, you don't really care about your painting loop for post game. You just care about getting all your goals done. So
Co-commentator here now wondering if row 3 seems a little more enticing. Obviously, they're already committed to the diagonal and they're going to want to do that, but I'm wondering if, because it'll take a while to get to Seaside, there's 5 story moons you can get here in daytime Metro, and all of them are relatively quickly. 4 of them involve getting the band members on board to play the show for Pauline. Could have collected 25 regional coins back in Lake, and then just wrap it up with 95 total moons there. I've lost track of the amount of moons each of these competitors have right now, but I wonder if the third row could have gone a little quicker than having to finish out the diagonal all the way in Seaside.
So the I'm gonna say no, because in terms of like what's already in that diagonal, there was a lot of other stuff that they had to do. So like in order to get the 32 moons in sand, getting world peace restored was kind of just like part of it, right? And like the 4 moons from sub areas, that was free. That kind of just came along the way. So those ones that they did that are only in the diagonal, those ones kind of just were a lot faster. So the 7 story moons excluding multi moons, I feel like that one's not going to be that hard. But a lot of the story moons that you do get are multi moons, so they would probably each have to finish out most of the festival, like at least get all the band members to get that. And then also the 25 regional coins would take a little bit. And then also I don't think they have anywhere near 91. So it'd be interesting. But I think, especially at this point, I believe the ground pound moves at Seaside is going to be faster. But yeah, like they could have taken a different route. But I think when combining it with column 5, the top left to bottom right diagonal just makes the most sense. They should have 4 already. Okay, yeah. So yeah, 4 already. So they would just need to get a few band members. So wouldn't be that big a deal, but still take a little time.
Both these guys are taking on bosses of the respective worlds. Naderbean's taking on Torque Drift. Meanwhile, it looks like Anime is...
Oh, just missing the last shot. Not going to catch that. Unfortunately, going to have to wait another cycle. This Mecha Wiggler is such an annoying fight. Torque Drift is pretty funny because like this whole section, you can just get on top of these blocks and just wait. You don't have to like jump over those things like it was intended. You can just, stand up here and wait. So yeah, finishing off Mecha Wiggler, going to be Day, Metro, and then going to be going to get all those moons and then finish off Metro. Pretty quick, like, considering the amount of moons in Metro, it's a pretty quick kingdom once you finish off Night. Because obviously the night portion is quite long, but the day portion is pretty quick. You're just getting moon after moon after moon. So Anime coming up clutch here. Meanwhile, world peace has been restored for Nader in Wooded, and also has enough moons to leave. So yeah, going to be heading on to Lost now. So a little bit better, I guess, routing there in Wooded from Nader. Definitely made up a lot of time. So really well done.
Co-commentator needs to take an emergency trip here to the bathroom. Hopefully Valantis might be able to hold down the fort. My apologies, good sir.
Any P breakers? All right, now that Shrek is gone, we can talk negatively about him. I hope he didn't hear me. Unfortunately, Anime kind of struggling with this this moon clip. Does get it though. Nice backup. Really pretty good. Let's call you up. yeah. Anime. It's at this point just a it's a foregone conclusion. Actually, just buying a moon just to make things a little faster doesn't really has the coins. You know, might as well while you're there. Gonna be looking through the trash here, then go and sitting down and making a friend on a bench. Meanwhile, Nader making his way in Cloud. Ooh, doesn't take a death there, but a little close, a little scary. We'll see if his fight's able to be pretty clean. I think that this is part of where we're gonna see some some clean fights out of here, out of Nader. Unfortunately, Anime grabbing onto that pole instead of just landing straight on the bench, but does make it. Make yourself a nice friend. Always nice. Yeah, half of the moon's already done in Metro. And yeah, should be finishing the sub area. Actually, I'm not 100% sure. I know Anime was saying I wish I hadn't missed that moon in Cascade. I'm not sure if that was counting these sub area moons here or not. So we'll see. Yeah, may need to get an extra sub area moon, but we shall see. There's a few sub areas in Seaside. I'm not sure if those ones would be that particularly good, though. I think looking like going to be taking a sub area here out of the route in Metro. So this one here is going to be not that bad. Get this dumpster here. There's your one moon. And then probably just going to go out of the door here or teleport. Yeah. Oh, maybe not. Gonna be looking to finish off the sub area, get both the moons, I think. Oh, maybe Enemy's route already does that one moon, because that's a pretty fast moon. The dumpster. Welcome back, Shrek Dog. How was your break? Commentator still muted, so.
Oh my god, I need help. I never know when to unmute anymore.
That's okay. So yeah, meanwhile, Anime kind of took a little bit of a detour there to get some some sub area moons. Okay, so actually it looks like Anime's route is just doing that one sub area moon. So a little bit more of an advanced route in Metro. Route I do does too, but took a little bit of a detour in that sub area to get a second. So lost a little bit of time there. Unfortunately, dog going crazy upstairs in my house because my parents have just arrived to visit me, and my dog is very happy about that. So if you hear some noises, that's what that is.
Thankfully, no dog can be heard other than the one in the commentary booth in the bottom right part of the screen, so
Yeah.
all is good on Volantis's part.
I just hear this stupid just my dog is just running around upstairs going crazy.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy.
So interesting fact about Nader here. Taking that death is really unfortunate because had just got the checkpoint, which means that you respawn right at that checkpoint. So at this point, if he goes over this way,
Yep.
Like I was just saying, Klepto just comes and snipes the hat. So both runners, unfortunately, getting Klepto sniped. And yeah, I mean, you hate to see it, but at least it was even. 2 more moons here. Okay, Enemy's going to get these sub area moons, so I don't know. Since he's coming here anyways, you would have thought that he would have done this one instead of the other one that was a little slower, but no huge deal. Oh, ground pounding slightly too early there on Nader's side, so didn't quite hit Klepto, but gonna get him there. Gonna get Cappy back as Enemy finishes up with the final moon. Nicely done.
All right.
So yeah, gonna be heading on to Seaside. The final kingdom just needs 5 ground pound moons, and then Enemy will be taking game 1. At which point, we shall see if Nader is able to come back in game 2. Obviously, the really rough start kind of set the tone, but we'll see.
Everybody in the chat and the runners themselves all coming into this board was just absolutely garbage. Just it's unfortunate for Bingo. Everything comes down to RNG, so maybe both these runners will be blessed with a cleaner board for game 2.
So remember when I said they weren't near 95 when he just passed 95?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I forgot how many moons they got early on. He got like 37 in sand. Or no, that was Nader who got 37. Yeah. I think Enemy got like 34 or something, 33.
I think
either
33,
way,
yeah.
They got a fair few, so definitely had them. But yes, we do have heading into the final kingdom, selecting the proper kingdom. Let's go. Not selecting snow. Unfortunately, we saw that error last night in the previous match, Gorgonim versus I forget the other person who was racing, but it was a very, very close finish, and one of the racers, instead of selecting Seaside, selected snow, and just lost it right there. And that was like the game 2, and he lost the first one, so it was like the worst possible mistake to make, unfortunately. So
I will probably butcher the name, but Mama Zero.
Yeah, you're right, Mama Zero. It was a brutal ending, but you know, it happens to the best of us. Fortunately, that was a really good race. Like, Mama Zero put on a real good show, especially in game 2. It was very close. So ground pound moons gonna be on the table here. Enemy has, I believe that's 2 now.
Mm-hmm.
I'm assuming he didn't collect a moon outside of a ground pound moon. It could have been by habit, but I don't actually know where all the ground pound moons are. Was there one right there? No, that was coins, I think. This is where your just knowledge of the game is going to come in huge, as these moons like this. Because like outside of the ones that are in like any % routes or whatever that are close by, you're just never gonna know these unless you run like all moons or do bingo yourself. So
say there are 8 ground pound moons in total. From what I'm looking at the moons that are available, it looks like Anime probably did get the first one, but I'm not sure which one of these it would be. He got
Do they count this as a ground pound moon? Interesting.
not this one, so I don't know why he's collecting this moon.
I don't know, because that was my thought. Is that like that's part of the route, but that's not a ground pound moon, right?
Actually, it is. It's called Under a Dangerous Ceiling.
Oh, is it? Okay, interesting.
Yeah.
So you're not ground pounding, but you're spinning with the. So they're counting it, I guess. Well, interesting. Good to know.
Yeah, because the ground pound for Mario when you're captured as one of the fish is the spinning move. I'm assuming.
Well, no.
Co-commentator clearly not understanding what they're talking about. Just gonna keep quiet and.
I mean, it's not the same buttons or anything. It's like just shaking the controller, right? I think so. Oh, okay. Interesting tech there from Nate. So when Nate was a little low there and tried to use this like task strat basically of like you press the capture window and it like allows you to like get slightly higher. So interesting strat there. Tried it. It didn't work, but you know, it's like trick jumpers and tasks use it. So
on that note,
yeah, fortunately,
Enemy is going to let his Mario drown here in. He's going to let his Mario drown in Seaside Kingdom. Nope, scrambling back up for air. Love to see it. He has won bingo here with the diagonal and the right
first game.
Congratulations to. Yes, I was just saying like one bingos and like he got the double line he needed for bingo. So Enemy's taken game 1 here in the bingo race. It looks like we got both these guys here in the commentator booth. Anime GG's on game 1. What were your thoughts on the board and your performance overall?
The board is horrible. This board is bad. It's like, oh my god, this is almost an hour and a half bingo board.
It was brutal.
It was so bad, dude. I was looking around going, oh my god, which ones do I want? They all look horrible. None of them seem to really end before Metro. And I was like, alright, you know what? I'm just gonna go with the one that has, like, the most synergy I could possibly ask for.
Yeah. Well, you both chose the same line, so clearly there was some consensus there that they were the best. But yeah, we were looking around and we were like, I mean, obviously neither of us are bingo experts or SMO experts, but we were thinking like, there's no good looking lines here.
No, they were all bad.
And chat agreed with you along the whole way. Just like I think we can agree that Nader Beans unfortunately was not quite able to pull this one out after a few flubs there. Nate, take us through what your mental process was throughout this entire game.
Okay, well, I don't know if I said this before, but I've only really casually played up to the end of Sand. So as soon as I saw 32 Moons in Sand, I knew that was probably one that I could maybe get. And then I saw a few more off of it that looked kind of possible, like 12 Moons in sub areas, which I actually kind of lost track of.
Funny statement about that, Nate. I was doing the moons, and I forgot that I had died in the dino room. So I was like, okay, cool, I'm leaving Cascade. I've got 4 moons. No. I had 3.
Yeah.
You hate to see it.
Yeah. I tried to focus on Sand. I saw there was Outfit Door, 4 moons from sub areas and 32 moons Sand, and I just instantly knew I wanted... the one on the right, I definitely wanted just because it also had Wooded, which I feel kind of confident about. And then I was either going to go for row 4 or the diagonal, but I ended up going for the diagonal because I have no idea where any life parts are.
Yo, 8 of them in total is also just, like, incredibly brutal. I remember looking at them earlier today on the sheet, and I was like, there's life parts there? What?
Yeah. I do not feel confident of, like, I don't know, the only time I've ever gotten life parts is like finding them by mistake in a run.
Dude, I feel that. I don't think I've ever intentionally gone out of my way to find life parts.
Me neither. I think it was kind of a rough board. I mean, even though, I mean, I honestly couldn't see us going for any others than these lines here, because all these other ones look way, way difficult. There's maybe a few here and there that are possible, but like most other lines just have one or two that are just very difficult.
Yeah, like row one honestly wouldn't have been too bad, but like, you know, you'd still have to do World Peace Wooded, and you'd still have to do 5 ground pound moons at Seaside.
Yeah.
And
And then
that,
sand is already, I mean, you're already going to sand and probably going to get world peace there, so that spot's kind of free. 'Cause you need those
exactly.
moons. Yeah.
Right, we should probably allow the racers to get ready for game 2. As Anime now is just practicing, messing around the
Oh, just
Seaside
messing
Kingdom here.
around,
As
I'm
we
not-
saw him get the out of bounds clip, just flexing his skills right now. As Nader Beans is just allowing his poor Mario to just completely suffer in the windy rainstorm. Almost looks like he's about to get hit by a monsoon here.
All right. Hello, Uncover. Also, Gerbies, thank you so much for the follow. Hello, everybody.
Yes, welcome in Gerbies from earlier. And could we get a prediction mod check? Are there any mods in the chat?
I got
Momo?
you.
Good.
Oh, Momo, yeah, Momo could still
Momo
be
was
here.
here,
Momo
but
was
they
here.
might be busy.
Momo, the notorious lurker that they are, we don't know when they are when they're not active, unless we say some triggers where it's ooh woo.
Ooh, woo. What's this?
Ooh woo, hello.
Hello. All right.
I was doing the finger thing, but it was behind my mic. So you couldn't
Ah.
quite see it.
Okay. All right. I think what we'll go ahead and do, we'll get a hydration break and a bio break, because I definitely have to use the restroom.
Yeah. Shrek unfortunately didn't make it the whole run.
Oh,
It was
no.
too long.
Fair enough. Like I said, it's a long route. It's a long board. Was not a big fan of it. Oh, so close.
Was a very long board. Was not ready for my chair to take one for the team there. So my apologies for leaving the booth there for a couple minutes.
No worries. I'm sure your chair did wonderfully.
No, his chair wasn't even on screen.
Oh, no.
He hit it. His chair wanted some privacy. You
Hey,
know?
I used my cap to capture my webcam. I was trying to get in the mood here.
Smart.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it took around 120.
It took at least around 120. Good lord. Like, seriously, I know it's, like, normal length, but, like, I feel like normal length bingo boards go anywhere from, like, 40, like, maybe 48 minutes to, like, an hour and a half, which is an incredibly wide spread.
Wow.
All right, I'm gonna be right back.
Yep, I'm gonna be back as well. I need to go use the resting room. And I'll go ahead. Before I do that, I'll set up another prediction for round 2. Oh, also I forgot. I gotta do the fancy thing. Here it is. Bink.
Bling.
Da 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 da.
Down. Alright.
Somebody's a winner.
I'm the winner.
Let's
Can
go!
you get a better board next time, please?
Yeah, please. Oh my god. Okay, it's set for 10 minutes. I'll go use the bathroom. I'll be back.
All right. I guess he said they'll be taking a bathroom break and a bio break, so I don't know if a bio break meant get to know ourselves a little bit. So, Volantis, why don't you let the people know at home?
Have you never heard the term bio break before?
No, I have not.
I thought you were just making a joke. No, bio like biology, like bathroom, water. That's a bio break. But I like your
Oh.
interpretation of a bio break, biography.
Yeah, bio break. We cut away from the action and we get to let the people know at home what's what and who's who. So why don't you let everybody know what's what with Volantis?
Hi, I'm Volantis. I run multi Mario games poorly. I run every 3D Mario. And a bit of shameless self promo here. We're running a Super Mario Sandbox any percent relay race in 2 weeks on the 20th. So that one's gonna be pretty fun. We got we're gonna have teams of 3. Each team will have one person running Mario 64 70 star, one person running Super Mario Sunshine any percent, one person running Super Mario Odyssey any percent. So that's gonna be pretty fun.
Is that going to be part of the 602 race channel?
Well, I've been organizing that one, so it's gonna be probably on my stream.
Oh, all right. So
But,
everybody go.
yeah, we shall
go
see.
Go drop Volantis that follow, just so you can know when all the sandbox action goes down.
Yeah, but yeah, those multi Mario races are a lot of fun. So, unfortunately, I can't do the 602 this winter. Had to drop out of it because of some family stuff. So, maybe I'll be able to do my own 602 at some point. But if not, I'll be in the next 602 race. I guarantee it. What about yourself, Shrek Dog? What are you up to? Your power hour tonight?
Yes, hello. The name is Shrek Dog, Shrek D-O-double-G. I'm primarily a Mario 64 speedrunner who has casually played Super Mario Sunshine and Super Mario Odyssey. I'm almost complete. I'm almost done with Sunshine. I've only casually played Odyssey through or up to Wooded Kingdom, so not expert there. But apparently, people think I'm entertaining. I've got a decent voice, and Anime here is one of my good friends here in the Twitchverse. So always happy to help support him in any way possible. Hopefully, I'm not making a huge butt of myself. But as Valantis did mention there just a little bit ago, I am hosting my own event tonight called the Charity Power Hour. It is a race between two Mario 64 runners, Squeaks and Low Appeal, and they'll be competing for charities. All 100% of bits and donations that come through will go to a charity pool. Whoever wins the race will get 75% of the split. Whoever loses gets 25% of the split. That way, both charities do, in fact, win and take home some of the earnings. Squeaks will be running for Red Cross, and Low Appeal will be running for the Starlight Children's Foundation of America. So, if you like charity and you like Fast Mario, then go ahead and drop that follow on Shrek_dog.
Let's go. Charity streams are pog, man.
Mm-hmm.
Hello, I am back from my break.
Welcome
Hi
back.
there.
We did nothing except talk negatively about you while you were gone.
Fair enough. I guess it helps when I keep my headphones on my head.
And I'm still willing to talk negatively. Just my God, this tournament is so poorly run. I mean, who even thinks of bingo? Who likes bingo anymore? I mean, this is so outdated.
Can you hire two commentators? Well, hire. I mean, get us for free. Two commentators that are terrible at bingo. Terrible at SMO. See, I think Shrek Dog and I would do a lot better if we had somebody who's more knowledgeable at bingo with us, because a lot of that was just us like, oh no, we're lost. It was fun,
I think we have decent chemistry, but we are clueless in the booth, so apologies to me.
That's okay. You guys are doing the best I could hope for.
Yeah.
Yay.
I was throwing out some knowledge bombs that a certain chat member was giving me last night, showing me some info stuff.
There you go. Ancient Angle, I suppose to become a friend, just, hang out, talk and stuff. I hang out in Shrek's chat a lot too. Pretty cool guy. He does 31 star every now and then.
Let's go,
neat. Pretty neat. Oh, you also forgot to mention you speedrun Super Smash Bros. What are you talking about?
Oh, yeah.
Dude, let's go.
I do speedrun Super Smash Bros. I'm probably going to try a little bit of that tonight as well.
Yep. Oh, yeah, it's Pikachu Cam month, right?
Yes.
Heyo.
And, look, and speaking of Cam, based on the top left cam, it looks like Nader Beans has come back and is just eager to start in assist mode or regularly. I don't know. He looks like he's as indecisive as we are.
Oh, fair enough. Fair enough. Let me go ahead and load up that empty save
mode.
file.
It's gonna help you figure out where to go when you're a little lost on the route.
Nate, I guess I never really saw that you were in English. Is it okay that I'm in simplified Chinese?
I was gonna say that English is better, just in case there's something you need related to English.
Yeah, true.
I don't know
like
if things that relate to reading or whatever. I would say you're at a disadvantage.
I am in that sense. I'm also. I will be honest. I actually forgot to grab my other Switch, so I'm actually on 1.0 as well. Oops.
Ooh,
Oops.
Unverified. I guess I'll take game one.
Yeah, that seems
Controversy erupting in the stream right here. The host has rigged the tournament in his favor.
No, actually, no. 1.3 is faster than 1.0.
Yeah, it is.
No, it's you've rigged it.
You have access to the glitches.
Yeah,
Which ones?
Okay,
yeah. You're gonna have a bingo
I don't
board where on
remember.
every single row, column, and diagonal, there's gonna be a do a nut jump.
There'll be a min caps. There'll be a min caps goal that pops up.
Or the Koopa clip in Luncheon. What if that comes up, dude? Then I literally can't get it. It'll be my
God,
last
dude,
dare.
luncheon is so far away. I don't want a board where I have to go to luncheon. Please,
I thought even
please
Seaside
no.
was kind of far.
Seaside is still far. Yeah, absolutely. But luncheon,
Yeah.
no. Please, no luncheon.
All right,
I'll go ahead
should we
and
get into game 2?
yeah, I'll go ahead and restart the board. But yeah, since we're on normal, it shouldn't require luncheon. But just
We'll be good.
imagine that we have to do luncheon. God, that would suck.
I'm throwing up some
I don't know
prayers
boards
in the
called
chat
luncheon.
here, hoping that we do not get a board that involves luncheon or anything too difficult or too far away. If you've got any praises from your favorite Twitch streamers or just prayer emotes from your mobile devices, make sure to throw them in there. We want some good RNG, folks.
All right. I suppose I'm ready whenever you guys are.
Yeah, I'm ready.
All right, Valantis, I did the countdown last go around. Why don't you take it this time?
All right. Is everyone ready?
Yes, sir.
Cool. Well, then I will count down. Good luck to both of you. On the count of 3. 3, 2, 1, go.
All right, thank you for the
All right.
countdown and the complete misguided upside down pyramid of praises there, Valantis. Hopefully, this board is looking rather promising.
6 minutes cap. That's not too bad. 30 coins in regional. All regionals
Looks like
2. 7 minutes from
Anime
Max.
has
Okay,
forgotten
simple.
to mute his microphone.
I'm liking that so far. 7 minutes
Oh
from 8 bit.
no,
Yeah,
we are
not
going to
too
need
bad.
to let him know in his
Registered
chat that we
treasure.
can be heard.
Here.
Whoops.
Whoop. All right. So we got a little bit of info from Anime there. There's a couple pretty quick ones. Catch the rabbit lost. There's just one. That's not that quick, is it? Atop the highest tower. I think that one's not that bad.
Fortunately, it looks like a lot of these get up to Lost, like all the way through Lost Kingdom. I'm seeing a lot of wooded boards. I'm seeing a few Metro boards. Seeing
Lost isn't that far. I mean, it's not great, but it's pre-Metro, right? So
it is pre-Metro, exactly. Yeah, so it's looking like there are good. There's nothing, fortunately, in Luncheon, so we did get the praises to work there. So GG's to the chat. Thank you all for the prayers. They've been answered by the Mario gods. I guess we'll just wait to see how they all handle this. I'm like the last race, we're probably going to see them not go for the moons, the capped moons square. Like the last time it was only 4, but this time it's 6. So they're definitely just going to try to speed run their way out of this stage.
well, yeah. I'm looking. I don't know what I would pick, but World Peace and Metro sounds fun. World Peace and 3 Kingdoms also sounds fun.
Absolutely.
Oh my god, that sounds terrible.
World Peace, whether it be a Mario game or in real life, is always a fun task, no matter how you do it or where you do it at.
All right, what would you pick? I'm thinking. Oh jeez.
I don't believe there's that many purchasable moons available. It seems like so. I don't know if you'd be...
one per level, right?
Okay.
But you'd have to go to like at least 6 kingdoms, so and you need to collect 600 coins, which wouldn't be that hard. But
A daunting task nonetheless.
all regional coins in 2 kingdoms. That sounds awful. I honestly maybe. Yeah, you have to go to Seaside again for that one. Geez, this is tough.
Yeah.
Row 1, column 1.
7 moons from nuts.
Perhaps, yeah. Row 1, column 1. That sounds maybe.
Thinking, depending
And
on how
with
well
Metro
these
World
guys are
Peace.
knowledgeable about warp paintings, that could be promising to get the. And then you can get the 7 moons from nuts. 20 regional coins in Lake. Oh, then you have to get 30 regional coins in Seaside. Then you have to go really far and get 30. That's gonna be, oh boy.
Yeah, not the greatest.
This board's not looking all that promising.
Pretty much anywhere
either.
where you have to go to seaside is that's like as far as you wouldn't want to go that far if you could avoid it. But yeah, I think maybe column 1, row 1 would be pretty good because then you only have to finish with Metro World Peace. It's not the worst.
Yeah, so there we go. Yep, just yeah. So is Metro World Peace not obtained when you defeat the Mecha Wiggler?
I believe I think it's at the end of the festival, right? Well, I could check, but
oh no, yeah, I believe you're correct. Yeah, they have to go through a festival there.
I'm not 100%, but yeah, I believe.
So row 1, column 1 looking good from Ancient Angel there. Or if it's Ancient Angle, my apologies, I did hear Anime call you Ancient Angle. Atop the highest tower is a singular moon there, but I do know, I assume that's probably the most difficult because it does unlock a whole new world full of...
Yeah. Moons from slots. Yeah, that's not that bad. Pretty simple. Yeah, dude, there's some cool stuff. Meanwhile, they're just gonna be kind of doing the standard start yet again. Both of them pretty close. Looks like Nate has a little bit of a lead again. A little bit of a cleaner start yet again. So, pretty cool. Anime also cheating on version 1.0 and Chinese. Yeah, the reason Anime won race 1 was because of the the few seconds saved from simplified Chinese. That's it, right? 100%.
I unfortunately know nothing of the Chinese language. I do not know the difference between simplified Chinese and rather unsimplified Chinese. So
Traditional, it's called. But yeah, I believe Colin said it saves like 13 seconds over the course of an 90% run. So they didn't go back or anything. So as Shrek Dog mutes, doesn't want to talk to me anymore. I get it.
No, I just don't want background noise to be interfering with the broadcast. I don't know how well my microphone will pick up on anything.
Yeah, for sure.
But I do decide to open up live splits so we can get a timer going. Since we didn't know how long the board was last go around, but right now we are about 6 minutes in to this one, and it looks like there again was about a 10-second delay or so between Nader and Anime. So it looks like,
and again, Nader finishes like ahead of Anime out of Cascade, so the any percent part definitely coming out stronger. Enemy not going to be messing around with Cascade anymore, just going to be straight exiting, which is pretty good. We could be seeing some late clip. That'd be cool. Not too sure. Just go to Snow and do Snow Dram. It's not that big a deal. All right, Sand Kingdom. Yeah, I mean, honestly, if they do wind up doing row 1, column 1, these first few kingdoms are just going to be pretty straightforward. I'm going to try and make some money to purchase some moons and then the slots, I think. But other than that, everything will be pretty straightforward. And then, yeah, once we get to Wooded, the checkpoints should come fairly easily. 60 regional coins, a fair amount, but there are a fair few in Wooded. Warp, painting, moons. I'm interested in where they're gonna get those two, because Lake Clip is possible. I don't know where they would get the second one.
what I can say is that we're at least fortunate enough to where nobody's going to need to suffer tremendously in the Sand Kingdom like the last board. We saw each racer take a multiple number of deaths and struggle their way to get 32 plus moons. Fortunately, there's nothing that egregious this go around, and these guys might be able to just blaze it through here quickly and take that any percent route. As we see, Anime sniping the bird yet again. We love it.
Yeah, Anime sniped the bird as well as planted the seed, so gonna get those slightly different routes here. Be interesting to see exactly how they diverge. Gonna be opening up the system settings here to change the time zone to get the seed growing. So now we're in Costa Rica. Welcome. Again, Anime is on the bottom. Nate's on the top. Anime did win game 1. For those who are unaware, we are going for 2 lines in the bingo board. And yeah, it's a best of 3. So if Nate can win this game, force a game 3, be pretty neat. Although a very long race, because we did a very long race 1. Anime now going for the slots. So it's gonna be the first slots one. I think the second one's probably gonna be in Metro. Maybe.
It would also be very poggers for some of our pocketbooks, as Volantis decided to go all in, presumably here on Anime in the prediction. So if Nader Beans could pull off an upset, those voting for Nader will be seeing a very fat payday.
Yeah, Noodles would be rich. Yeah, I'm definitely not a biased caster. So
I mean, you have to have some bias when it comes to predictions. I mean, as we saw at the last run, we saw Nate with the cleaner movement in the beginning, as he is the any % specialist. I don't know if Anime has a recorded time, but we know that Anime, or not Anime, but Nate is, I believe, a 1 hour 1x kind of
Anime
runner.
does have an any % time, not primarily any %, but the reason Anime actually has been doing any % recently has been because Anime has been doing some multi Mario races, so did some sandbox any %, and yeah, had to do some any % for that, which was pretty cool. That's a good question. Is that Luigi sticker in 1.0? Apparently not. So really unfortunate here. Anime losing a lot of time going for these coin Luigi sticker things that aren't there because he's playing on 1.0. So really unfortunate there. You hate to see it.
Coin Luigi sticker thing. So
yeah, so you ground pound them and they give you a lot of coins. I think it's like 200 or something. They're basically like hidden coin art things.
Okay.
So they're hidden in various places and you can find them. Nate was about to go down into that sub area, thought better of it, and he's like, nah, you know what, I'm gonna go get this one. Maybe this one first, or maybe just this one in general.
Realize this is not game 1 and he is working with a different board here, so just making his way underneath the sand pit there.
Yeah, could have been thinking about maybe going for sub areas, but not gonna be going back there. So I'm not too sure what that was. Maybe just kind of forgot the route for a second. Again, has been quite a while since he was playing a lot of Odyssey. Playing some 64 and went, oh, never mind, he's going back to it. So just got the checkpoint and now he's going to the sub area.
Right.
So it could be going for some, I don't know if there's any regional coin stuff, but sub area moons for sure.
The only thing I see with the sub area moons on this board is 16 from sub areas total. So unless he's trying to go for the
that
third
would
row
be, I think, column 4, right?
Yeah, column 4 and or row 3.
You're not gonna want world peace in 3 kingdoms. Let's be honest here.
Unless he's just been holding on to a brand new strat.
Could be the going for coin stacks, correct? So there are quite a few coins up top here. Ooh, unfortunate. Yeah, these are kind of, these pillars make things a little tough. But does make it up now. Meanwhile, Anime kind of just again doing the pretty standard route. Going for that coin stack, looks like. No, gonna get the moon first. Smart choice, I think. But yeah, going for the coin stack and then probably just gonna teleport out.
Now, I'm not seeing anything involving coin stacks. What would be the purpose in collecting all the coins for coin stacks?
To buy 6 moons.
Yeah, okay.
Because yeah, you need a bunch of coins to buy the 6 moons. So
yeah, because each moon is 100 coins to buy. But is there a limit per shop, or is it you can only buy 1 moon per?
So you're actually allowed to buy unlimited. However, that's not till post game. So you're only allowed to buy 1 moon per kingdom, in the earlier parts of the game. So yeah.
Interesting strat there. So he's going to get the 1 here, but it looks like, I don't know if he's going to be able to even get to 6 kingdoms to purchase all 6 moons. So I guess we'll have to wait and see.
Well, I mean, so keep in mind he can go back to Cascade if he wants to. He's already almost got the 600 coins. Anime has 367, so needs a few more. But yeah, I mean, like it'll be kind of just, he shouldn't need to go coin farm anymore or anything. Just he kind of already has all the ones he needs. He'll pick up a few coins here and there, and then should be able to buy them. just buy one here, buy one in... I'm interested. Yeah. So I think Metro is going to be the last kingdom he goes to, right? So he's got Sand, Wooded, Lake. I don't know if you want to buy one in Lake. Kind of seems out of the way. Wooded is a good one to buy one. You always buy one in Wooded for like any %.
Yeah,
so
right at the very beginning there.
Yeah, the store's right there, and it's real convenient.
Is there a shop in?
Bird, but...
Is there a shop in Cap Kingdom?
Yeah, there's a shop. I don't remember where it is though. I think it's like on the second island near the beginning. So, if I'm not mistaken.
All right. Well, Nate now collecting all the minimum moons that he needs to board the Odyssey. But
yeah,
it looks
he's gonna go buy that moon first in the store. I don't remember if Nate did the slots here. I know Anime did.
Looks
they're
like
both buying their moons.
Anime saved a little bit of time on Nader Beans there, though. Anime is using this moon as his final moon in order to leave before exiting the
Nader
Odyssey.
accidentally got an extra moon, so kind of a little unnecessary. And then also didn't get the slots, so maybe go get them now. In which case, the whole jaunt over to the no, gonna be heading back to the Odyssey. I guess figured it was a little faster to make his way over versus teleporting. But yeah, pretty close overall. I mean, especially once you consider the delay, it's because of the stream. I think they're pretty close to even right now, except again, not having the slots. If he does go for the slots, he will need to get 2. So pretty good. I mean, much better sand there from both runners. Obviously, it was a lot different of a route. So
yeah. So Nader Beans, these guys pretty much are in near sync. If there is indeed about a 10-second delay, Nader Beans just got out of there a few seconds before Anime did, so they are still about neck and neck. But yeah, like you said, the slots will make a difference there.
Why is Nader staying? He selected Lake. I don't know what he was thinking. Oh, I think he realized now that he needs the slots. Maybe saw chat or something. So. Or no, what's he do? Oh, okay. So this could be going for the.
He's not going for 7 moons from the 8-bit section, is he?
Maybe that could be what he's doing. He could be doing top left, bottom right, and column 1, maybe, or something like that. I don't know, but it looks like he's going for the top of the tower. But there is an 8-bit moon on the way there, right in this section here. So interesting. Yeah, I don't know. Kind of again unfortunate, like getting all those moons and then deciding to come back here, because you didn't need to go and get all those moons off by the lake part or the oasis if you weren't gonna leave with those.
And so it looks like Anime just went back and got 1 moon in Cascade. I missed that, just caught off confusion from Nader Beans' route decision. But Anime is now back in the Odyssey after getting an extra 1 from Cascade, and now he will be heading back to Cap Kingdom. So it looks like he's just going through now to purchase the moons from the shops.
Okay, so I guess he's not going for the 8-bit sections. He went for atop the highest tower. So, yeah, is he going to be going for
row 4? Wouldn't make the most sense because Seaside.
Yeah, but if he's going for row 4, he just passed an 8-bit moon that he didn't get.
Yeah.
So if it's column 3, he's doing all regional coins in 2 kingdoms. That's a lot of regional coins.
Yeah, because there's always
and World
100
Peace
regional
Metro.
coins.
I don't know, man.
If it ends in World Peace and Metro, that might make sense.
What's
but
he
he's got to
doing?
get 4 moons in the Deep Woods. I mean, I suppose if you want to go to Lake and get all regional coins and then 20 regional coins, that way you get 2 birds with 1 stone, and he takes a death.
I don't
here
know what
in the
Nate's doing.
Sand Kingdom. If only we can get Nate in the booth here to ask him what is going through his mind right now.
Oh, it's tragic. Meanwhile, we have Anime back at Cap Kingdom, looking for some, I don't know, looking for something. Regional coins, maybe?
Or did he just purchase the shop star because his coin count did drop down?
Yeah, no, that makes sense. I was just wondering why he was breaking those boxes. That's what I thought he came to Cap for, to purchase the moon, but then he went and broke some boxes, so I was confused about that instead of just teleporting back. Maybe he was looking for some coins on the way. So it looks like Nate's going for the treasure, not the treasure chest, the moon shards. I'm.
I am
Is
very
he going for
confused
story
as to what's going on
moves?
now. Just yeah, now that he's crossed off that box, unless he's trying to throw us all for a loop here, I don't know what he could be going or what he could be thinking right now.
I don't know. He's like moon shards. The bottom right one could be that, but in that case, what's he doing? I don't know. He could be doing top left to bottom right, and then like maybe row 4, but I don't know. That seems weird. Not the route itself. That seems fine, but the fact that he was missing those 8-bit section moons, like I can't
Yeah.
think of any viable like. It seems to me like the only way that he's doing atop the highest tower in the moon shards is to do row 5 column 3, but in that case I don't know, it seems kind of slow.
He has gotten a couple of treasure chest moons, I thought, in this kingdom, so I wonder if maybe he thought he could do that. But then again, it's like you said, just missing out on the 8-bit section there earlier. I wonder. I don't know.
Yeah, I
We're
don't
kind
know.
of left puzzled here.
I'm confused. I'm easily confused.
Meanwhile, Anime letting us know in the chat that he did think there was a coin stack before you could leave cap, so he was looking for that quickly, while explaining him breaking open all the boxes there. So thank you for the side commentary there from the hosting competitor.
Yeah, chat letting us know maybe column 5, but
That's still world peace in 3 kingdoms. I mean, that's
yeah,
just...
but Cascade Kingdom, I think you already have world peace in, right? So if you do Cascade, you do Lake, those are pretty quick. You do
Is
those
world
anyways,
peace
right?
Is
So,
world peace achieved in Cascade just from taking out Madame Baroud?
I think so.
Because I don't know of any other bosses or mini bosses besides Madame Baroud. So if that's the case, he could be... It doesn't seem as daunting as I would think.
Yeah.
But speaking of world peace, we do see Anime once again going for Rango now here in Lake Kingdom. Already get off to a clean start, getting a couple easy hits, as Caster's Curse now allows him to get hit by the spikes on the hatch. Oh! One hit away from taking a potential death here. Does just escape with his life on that one.
Oof. Yeah, so Brutal's over the lake. So fighting Rango is basically all you need for world peace, I think, in this. In Lake. And then, yeah, I think Cascade, you already have it, so. So to be fair, yeah, world peace in those 2 kingdoms is pretty simple. Pretty straightforward. Just give me 1 second.
Both casters look like they're trying to do their research right now to figure out how to achieve world peace, a conflict that so many people have always wondered. Oh no, looks like Valantis is actually on a phone call right now. Could be some very important business-related matters. So it looks like I'll be taking over the booth, as it looks like Anime has found the warp painting to go back to Sand Kingdom. So could he be doing something in the top right section there? Does this warp painting lead to a moon and perhaps unlock his route, where he could be going for column 5 or row 1? Yes, he is going to get a warp painting moon here, interestingly enough. All right, so interesting development there from Anime as he now heads his way back into Lake Kingdom. So it looks like Valantis, I don't know if you saw there, but Anime just got a warp painting moon from Lake going back to Sand Kingdom. So it looks like he'll be doing something from the top right. He could be either going for that diagonal, row 1, or column 5.
I think, judging off the purchase 6 moons, I'm assuming row 1 is probably in the cards. Or it could be column 1 and the diagonal. But actually, I feel like that one would be pretty slow because you need to get to Seaside and get 30 regional coins. But like the nuts, for instance, that's basically you get that many nuts from just doing a high level 80% run. You get I think 8 in Wooded. And the regional coins in Lake obviously wouldn't be that tough. So it would just be getting to Seaside. So. But yeah, it could be row 1 column 5 or row 1 column 1 essentially.
But meanwhile, if you just take a moment to quietly listen to the music here, it's almost as peaceful as going through Dire Dire Docks in Super Mario 64. Doesn't this just take you to a nice, happy place, Valantis?
No. Lake Kingdom is my arch nemesis. This jump that Nate's going for, oh, never mind, maybe Nate's not going for it. The jump to get up to Rango, I am absolute garbage at, and I lost a lot of time during my last run on it. So this kingdom is anything but peaceful to me.
Just like in Dire Docks and the Nintendo 64 as well, but we can still at least try to enjoy the music as Anime is collecting now this fat stack of coins, now purchasing his 4th moon just now in the Lake Kingdom.
Yeah, interesting kind of routing here from Nate, just kind of going through. This looks a lot more like a casual play than an actual great bingo route, I guess. But like we heard, I mean, Anime obviously, or not Anime, Nader is definitely going for the treasure chest moon actually, so pretty cool.
So it looks like he is going to be going for row 4
or column 5.
Well, I would imagine row 4 by getting the top of the highest tower, but you're right. He could be going,
could be
row
both.
4,
row 4 and column 5. I just don't get why he was skipping the 8-bit moons, because he didn't get those. So, you know, hard to say. We'll see.
Still hasn't even gone back for them yet at this point, so who knows what's going through that head.
Yeah.
As Anime looks like he's just now, dropped into the deep woods. So yeah, he's got the top row. He's going for the deep woods. Could he potentially be doing something for row 5 or column 3 as well, or is he just trying to collect moons for the sake of getting moons?
Regional coins?
Oh, regional coins. Okay.
60 regional coins for wooded.
There we go. Yep, so getting that top right to bottom left diagonal.
Yeah. So, what? Top? Like, what? He's doing purchase 6 moons, right?
Yeah, purchase 6 moons. He got 1 war painting moon, and if he's now going for regional coins in wooded, it would make sense if he went from top right to bottom left for the diagonal. At least that's what this commentator thinks here. I could be absolutely
like
incorrect.
Are you saying do both diagonals, or? No, he already did slots, so he's almost certainly doing row 1. And I think it would make sense to do row 1 and column 1 versus row 1 and the diagonal, because 4 checkpoints in wooded, 25 regional coins lost, 30 regional coins metro. It's going to be a lot faster than getting to seaside and doing those regional coins. Yep. I think the Lake Kingdom regional coins are pretty quick, as are the nuts, but the seaside is going to be where, to me, that takes longer, especially because if you're doing world peace in metro, you're going to be able to get a bunch of coins. So to me, I would guess row 1 column 1 from him, and then a completely different route out of Nader, which is pretty cool to see.
And Angel letting us know that is probably likely what Anime is going for here.
Yeah, for sure. Got 15 regional coins already, so a quarter of the way there. Pretty cool. Pretty nice. Moving along. All these like things that you don't really know unless you like run some longer categories, like all moons or 100%. You wouldn't necessarily know where all these little purple coins are, so really cool to kind of see these. Unfortunate dive there. Going back to the deep woods. That was deliberate. You can tell by the fact that he's climbing right back out immediately.
Letting us know with a capital oops in the chat there.
No, yeah, unfortunately dove over the wall there, so gonna be a little annoying, but had already planted the seed because he had visited there on purpose earlier. So and for those who don't know, deep woods are kind of annoying because you can't teleport out of them. So if you fall down there, you have to make yourself a beanstalk thing and climb up. So you can't teleport away to safety. It's really unfortunate, but
I mean, they are so deep within the woods, you basically lose all reception and teleportation abilities, so they're just trying to make it as difficult for you as possible. Teleportation probably powered by Spectrum Wireless.
Spectrum Wireless, yeah.
Notorious for extremely slow and unreliable connectivity.
You hate to see it. This bunny, pretty good bunny catch. We'll see. Yeah, so like I was saying earlier, you kind of switch around. You bring the one rock with you, then you switch to the other rock and bash that one into the first rock. Last time we got there, somebody unfortunately grabbed the wrong rock because they got a little confused. But
yeah, I believe that was Nader Beans the last go around. But this go around, these guys have now both caught up with each other in Wooded Kingdom here. Nader Beans just kind of run around trying to figure out where to go, what to do. Looks like he'll be going for regional coins as well.
Is that 4? Is that 4 purchase moons?
No, this is his 5th purchase moon.
Did he purchase one in Lake?
Yes, he did.
Okay, then yeah, that's 5.
That's the one moon he got in Lake Kingdom.
So yeah, he got Cap, Cascade, Lake, Sand, and
yeah.
Wooded. So
And Wooded,
almost done. I'm just gonna probably get another one in like Metro or something once he's got all those coins.
All right, looks like Nate will be purchasing the moon himself as well. So it looks like he'll be going for potentially the same route as Enemy.
Well, it's interesting, right? Because we've seen that. Dude, I'm so confused. So on Nate's side, we've seen treasure chest moons, we've seen moon shard moons, we've seen what looks to be column 5, and also purchased 6 moons. And why did he do atop the highest tower? Did maybe he do atop the highest tower just to open up the treasure or the moon shard moon there? Like, because that's the next story moon. I don't know. It could be that he just marked it off just because he finished it and he's not actually going for that one. That could be. It could be like a column 5 row 1 play from Nate. Just a little bit of a strange route, little strange. But you know what? Whatever. He's getting through it.
And speaking of getting through, we are now half an hour into this bingo board with only 1 square tabbed off. So we are
a lot of these are going to be like coming in rapid fire at the end. I feel like they've done a lot of setup for moons, for board pieces. They just haven't actually got them themselves. So.
But meanwhile, we're now back to the most banging soundtrack here in Odyssey. Can we get some sour pleases in the chat for Wooded Kingdom?
Yeah, dude, the soundtrack in this game is awesome. Let's see if Enemy's able to get this pretty quick. There's a little place on that wall that you can stand just over to the right of him there. No, not quite getting it. There we go. Does nail it there. Gonna be able to get up.
He's
get
got
some more
it.
purples.
Yep, Nader Beans is going for the regional coins as well, not getting 18. Looks like these guys are both men on the coin mission.
Ooh, unfortunately missing the side flip there at the top of that. You have to do a weird way to get up here because again, this area is not loaded properly, so you can't use the flowers. You have to do like a side flip and then jump dive off Cappy to get up. So a little bit of trouble here, but does make it there. Doesn't get the side flip, I think, just kind of a more vertical jump. And not the best movement here out of Anime, but does get the nut. Yeah, all these nuts, man. This I love like just how many nuts there are in this stupid kingdom. There's so many.
Nuts.
Yeah, we actually counted them a few days ago, because we were discussing at the start of No Nut November, how we need to avoid the nuts in Odyssey. So we were coming up with routes, you know. So basically, it's the 90% route, except in Wooded Kingdom you have to get different moons. So,
Which is
what is your
astounding
opinion on this route?
It looks like, yeah, there's 12 nut moons here in the Wooded Kingdom, so that's quite a good chunk of
Yeah.
moons to have to go through a no nuts route
Well,
there.
you get, so in the beginner any percent route, you get 6, I believe. And in the the more advanced route where you do nut clip and stuff, you get 8, if I'm not mistaken. So you do get a fair amount of nuts. But you know, like I was saying, so the 7 moons from nuts, that's just basically doing the any percent route in Metro or Wooded, sorry. So you just get a ton of nuts throughout this game. So not really a huge deal to get ones like that. Unfortunately, just the rest of that line is not great. So, or the rest of the multiple lines that contain that one. Let's see if Anime is able to get over there without falling into deep woods again. Nice. Kind of struggling there to decide what he was going to do, whether to go back and go in the flooded pipes area or go to these ones. Interesting. The routing kind of becomes a lot more challenging in these. Like one thing about like if you're doing SM64 bingo, it's a lot more, you know, you enter the stage then you leave the stage once you accomplish your goal, right? Like whereas this one, you're doing so many different goals in the same kingdom, so you have to like figure out what's the best way to do them, what's the best order. So it's a lot of challenge. Pretty cool. But he's almost got his 60 regional coins here.
Yeah. No.
Meanwhile, Nader has fewer coins, but a little further on in the story part. So didn't visit the deep woods a few times. Let's see if he goes down for those coins that he missed there. Definitely wants. Oh, all right. He is gonna get them because of the failure there, but I don't know if that was intentional. Anime. Meanwhile,
Anime.
that's gonna be a death, so it's okay. In that area, if you fall, you die instead of going to the deep woods, so it's okay.
Yeah, just missing taking the jump off of the rail there. Tried to save it up with a wall kick. Unfortunately, bonking. I don't know what it's like for Odyssey as Nader takes a bonk himself. I don't know if there's 5 frames you need for a wall kick or if just simply he didn't angle in Mario properly.
No, he dove. If you dive, you can't wall kick, right? So. Oh, there's the 60. Beautiful.
All right.
So the first board square there for Anime over 30 minutes in. Finally does get it.
Because we see his mouse hovered over the board there. I wasn't sure if he was thinking that he wanted to go get 4 moons there in the deep woods, or if that was just simply a case of his cursor being left on the board there.
It
Perhaps
could be, honestly, but like he's been there twice. You would have thought he would have got them already, so I feel like he would have done them earlier. I'm not sure what his checkpoint situation is. I haven't been looking. I know he got at least 1 for the story moon, the halfway point, and then there's another one right out here. Doesn't need to bring world peace, but might still do the spirit fight just for the moons. Yeah, it looks like it. So that's gonna be the final moons. I think he does need some more checkpoints though. And also just, you know, collect coins here and there while you're at it. Again, this stupid Spewart fight is the easiest thing. You just like jump on him and then you shouldn't even take damage. It's by far the easiest of the boss fights in this game. Like it's so free. Rango, like there's a lot more timing to it, and then like Harriet, you have to get the angles right. Topper, especially like the later toppers, it becomes like a lot more chaos, but Spirit is just so free.
All right.
So yeah, that's enough moons to leave Wooded. We'll see now if he gets those checkpoints. I mean, I'm assuming he will.
All right, we see Nader now going around trying to get some more regional coins, just getting 30 of them.
Yeah. So 30 more. Yeah, looks to be going for some more checkpoints now. So there's another quick one here. Right. Okay, so there's another quick. Yeah, he has 3 actually at this point, so it only needs 1 more. So just right up top here, there should be the fourth one. Just to get a nut and then plant it. Cool. Welcome in to everyone in chat. For reminder for people, we have Nader Beans in the top and AnimeeArcade in the bottom. Racing. Anime took game 1, and in game 2, I believe Anime is winning. It's kind of hard to say, but I believe by a little. This is a best of 3. We're going for 2 lines on the bingo. We are still not yet 100% sure which lines they're going for. I believe Anime is doing row 1, column 1, and I have no idea what Nader is doing. So,
questioning what Nader is even doing. I bet Nader's even questioning what he's doing himself right now. But also a reminder, if you're looking at the bingo board to our top right here, Anime is colored red and Nader Beans is colored orange, just so you can keep track of what's going on there at home. And of course, Valantis GG and Shrek_DO double GG in the booth. Hey, we're both GGs, kind of.
Yeah. What are you doing? Not you, Anime. I'm confused where he's going now. Oh,
Warp.
the warp. Right.
So he
So
will
he
be
did get the fourth checkpoint, going to get the second warp moon.
Uh-huh.
I believe the second one. I think he was the one who went and got the one in Lake. Diagonal does count, but nobody's doing diagonal, I think. So that's the second one. So looks to be doing it will either be row or column 1 and the diagonal, or column 1 and row 1. And I believe it's going to be row 1.
Yeah, because he's been purchasing the 6 moons, so he will be getting the row 1, column 1. So we finally got an anime.
Well, column 1 you'd get the 6 moons anyways, but he got the slots, so.
True. Yeah, he's got
That's
the slots from Sand. Yeah, he's got the slots from Sand. My apologies. So it looks like he will be ending the round there with world peace restored in Metro.
Yeah. So in Metro, he's got to get 30 regional coins, which will get both of the regional coins ones. Purchase the 6th moon, and also get the slot. So, gonna be a pretty cool way to finish it off. Nate once again falling behind again. Not really that unexpected. His expertise, like he plays a lot of other games as well, so it's kind of hard to keep up with everything. And also when he does play Odyssey, he's more of an 90% runner. So definitely Anime was the favorite here, but this looks a little probably seems to me closer than game 1, but we'll see.
It is just a little closer, at least in terms of their locations, because Nader Beans did spend a lot of time.
He's not an entire like Sand Kingdom behind. Yeah,
exactly.
Or Metro Wooded. That's same thing. You know, I'll just name 3 random kingdoms, and eventually you'll get it.
It does look like now Nader Beans has gotten his 3rd checkpoint here in the Wooded Kingdom, so it looks like he might be trying to potentially opt for the same route.
And he takes a death on the clouds.
Oh.
Yeah, so interesting strat. Interesting fact. So these flowers, they load in once you get to progress a certain part in the story. But Anime, even once they were loaded in, still chose to do the route where you do the harder movement as opposed to just taking those up. So that was pretty interesting.
I think at this point, Anime might just be trying to flex.
Maybe, but also like that's the route that Anime's used to, so. You know,
oh right, because
might as well do what you're used to.
Capturing, I'm guessing using the flower counts as a capture. So if you're doing min cap.
I don't think so. I think the rules for like min caps is anything that like you become it. So like if you throw your cap on something, it's fine, as long as you don't become that thing. And those flowers, you just hold them, right? You don't. Mario still exists.
Right.
He's still.
He does not become flower. He becomes Goomba or.
But yeah, like when you come up here in the min caps route or in the 80% route, you're coming in here before those things are spawned, so you have to go up on the left side. So. I'm not too sure what Nate's doing here, what his goal is, but he's just looking for coins, I guess, and just once again, knowing where all those 60 regional coins is such a huge advantage. And like, yeah, he probably knows where a lot of them are, but like not all of them, and has to think about it, you know. So trying and struggling to get this last coin here.
Oh my gosh.
Meanwhile, yeah, so this
Oh
Lost
my
Kingdom's going to be
God.
pretty straightforward here from Anime, except going to be getting the 25 regional coins. So
The plant's just not cooperating with Nader Beans there, as he just has to settle finally with getting that regional coin there with.
he finally got it.
It does finally cross off his 4 checkpoints there in the Wooded Kingdom.
Yeah. Still needs what, like 15 regional coins left, so
Yes.
yeah, 5 here already from Anime. Gonna be just getting 20 more while you go through it. I don't believe you'll have to go too far out of the way to get these regional coins. They're pretty along the route. So I think this one's a really quick one. Maybe a little jaunt here and there, but
Yeah.
nice snag on that bird.
We do have a question here from Gary312X in the chat. Is using Bowser amiibo to find regional coins allowed? I'm not sure what an
I
amiibo
don't know.
is,
Yeah, I don't know the rules around using amiibos or anything. I think it's probably slower than just knowing where they are, but
yeah, that would be my guess.
yeah, interesting. Yeah, 13 already, just needs 12 more regional coins, so pretty quick here. And yeah, there's 7 on the water, I guess toxic goop would be a more apt description of it. Nice, so 5 more, real quick, real good. Gonna scare Klepto, so Klepto doesn't come steal Cappy. Hopefully not gonna take a death and then spawn Klepto again. So that would be tragic if Klepto gets it.
Now I'm not seeing where slots would be. So we saw him get the slots in Sand Kingdom, but where would be the next place he would go to get the?
There's one in Metro, I know for sure. I'm not 100% about.
Okay.
But the other ones.
I guess that would.
There's one purple coin down in there that he's really struggling with grabbing.
So it looks like that is the route we going for. Then everything just all leads and ends with Metro.
Yeah, for sure. Gonna be quite a few things finishing off in Metro. Just needs 3 more coins here, which should be able to get right at the end. So gonna get the final moon and then try and grab the last few coins, I believe. Let's see if he's able to get it without taking a death. He was able to escape last time. Oh, very nicely done.
Well, Nader Beans is apparently talking with the T-Rex right now, standing there a little bit afraid. Or just
and there's the 25. Very nicely done. So now Enemy's finishing up with Lost and gonna be heading towards Metro. So just one more kingdom, gonna purchase that last moon, get the last slot, and then finish up World Peace with the 30 regional coins, and that'll be it. So really nice run here from Anime.
Looks like he could be wrapping this one up in under an hour. We've now just crossed the 46-minute marker.
Yeah, this T-Rex is a little harder than the one in Cascade because this one has a hat on. So you have to knock the hat off and stun it before you can get it. So that's why you kind of go up here so you get a good view of his head. The one in Cascade, he's sleeping, so you just have to kind of walk up and just capture him. So. But
Nader Beans
getting eaten by the T-Rex. And yeah, Anime is apparently low on coins, does need to buy another moon. And how many coins does he have?
Let's see here momentarily.
Yeah, we shall see. Once you get through all these text boxes. So 33 coins. So it needs to get 67 more coins and an extra 10 if you take a death. So definitely want those regional coins. Yeah, there you go.
There you go. So as long as he just plays this one cleanly, getting an extra 62 coins should not be a problem for him, as Nader he has not quite woken up the T-Rex yet again.
Yeah. Unfortunately for Nader, this just I think definitely a lot better start than the previous one, but still not the race that he needed. I mean, obviously, if you're up against somebody with the expertise that Anime does, you're gonna need a lot of luck and things to go well. But still not playing terribly, doing his best.
Looking like at the very rate, he's just having fun. He's just now throwing his hat around, capturing whatever he can, getting as many moons as possible.
Apparently there is a hint art in the intersection by slots. Is that hint art available in 1.0 though? That is the question. Because Anime is accidentally on 1.0. That is a large reason why. Oh, not taking a dive, but taking a ground pound. Unfortunately, Anime was going for a Luigi coin thing that, no, actually, Nader is using 1.3, just Anime is using 1.0. So, yeah, he was going for a Luigi hint art earlier that did not exist, unfortunately, in this version. So, just ground pounding for a while, the empty space being like, why is nothing happening? But yeah, 50 more coins should be not a huge deal to get before you get to the store. So, just like, you know, kill a few extra enemies and grab the coins here and there. So, not a huge deal. If you're full health, you can get that, yeah, the health thing to give you a few extras.
All right, the T-Rex has become aware of Nader Beans' presence
no,
as he's
dude.
just taken
T-Rex
another hit.
Just destroying him.
All right, Nader Beans proceeding to just for now say, "Funk this shiz, I'm outskis."
Funk this shiz, I'm outskis. All right.
Don't know
Sure.
if this is a family-friendly channel or not, so I would prefer not to say the uncensored
Sure.
meme content. So just keeping it nice and simple here for all the people.
All right, because nobody knows what you're talking about. As Anime, 77 coins. Gonna be up to 80 now. Nicely done. Yeah, just, you know, killing enemies here and there, getting some coins. Don't want to take a death, but that would be tragic. Lose 10
Obviously,
coins.
obviously, Anime is running away with this one as we expect to see him finish first here. But just finally coming to realize what Nader Beans is doing, he is indeed going for column 3. So it looks like he was trying to go for 4 moons here in the deep woods. At least that's what I'm imagining he's trying to do right now with the T-Rex and just getting those chest stars from. Just getting the chest star.
Yeah, like it looks like column 3, maybe row 3 as well. I don't know. I got nothing.
Right, but as Anime is now getting regional coins and about ready to wake up the Mecha Wiggler, Nader Beans is finally able to concuss the T-Rex with a big old nut as he's now taking control over this.
Anime, no!
Oh no!
Did he get the checkpoint? I think he did. Maybe not. Oh, that was deliberate. Just trying to get these regional coins. No, he got the checkpoint. So
Fortunately, did get the checkpoint.
That was a good adaptation. Didn't just teleport right back up. Said, oh, there's some regional coins here. Let me go get those, and then I'll teleport up. So
we did.
Really smart
it
play.
Just looks like we got jebaited right there completely. We thought the run was completely over, but Anime knew what he was doing.
Well, that was definitely an accident. Like, did not mean to fall at all. But after falling, it wasn't a big deal. So adapted well. Yeah, so there's the 4 moons in Deep Woods. No, but he was also purchasing. So maybe he's just doing column 1 and column 3 and just doing the extra square, because usually you'd want to do 2 that intersect, because then you only have to do 9 squares instead of 8. But
remember, this is Nader Beans we're talking about here. We saw him get 37 moons in the Sand Kingdom in game 1, so he could be going above and beyond wanting to get that extra 10th square.
Yeah, true. Very true. So again, what we got to see, once we get to Day Metro, we're going to see finishing off World Peace in Metro, purchasing 1 more moon, getting a moon from slot, and also getting the last 14 regional coins, and then Anime will be done. Looking very good to 2-0. We did see some really good stuff from Gorgonim and stuff earlier, so not what's the word I'm looking for? Looking like this tournament could have some good matches. I mean, obviously, Anime and Nader are on the top half of the bracket. Gorgonim is on the bottom half, so we'll see.
I think what you're looking for is this tournament is looking Amazon primed up for some high T matchups. To remind everybody at home, if you've enjoyed the content that you've watched and you've got an Amazon Prime, why don't you go ahead and drop a Prime subscription here to the channel. It's Anime Arcade. If you have your Amazon Prime linked up to your Twitch account, remember, you get 1 free subscription every month for up to 12 months out of the year. So if you're not using your Prime, don't lose out on its value. Make sure to use it as much as possible. We got see Anime here with some very kick butt emotes here. I'm sure he would appreciate your Prime.
Shrek is the best at selling out. It's a fact.
I do what I can. I mean, yeah, I literally sold out on Break the Record Live, so yeah, I think I'll take that title handily.
Oh yeah, dude. See, this one there's no stream runner to sell out. That one there was. Dude, I just love that. Just grabbing a giant nut and just throwing it in a T-Rex's face. Just like, I don't care, man.
Yeah, Nader Bean's apparently thinking he's a member of the National Football League, just throwing out concussions left and right without any regard for the T-Rex's mental health and safety.
It's not very nice.
Yeah, not to mention Short Shorts is saying Nader Beans has multiple times now nutted directly on the dino's face. It's just a 1-2 devastation right now, concussed by nuts. I mean, I can't think of
Short Shorts, a member of the tournament that we shall be seeing, I believe, on Tuesday, right?
I believe so, yes.
This is these moons are so stupid, dude. Why are you doing? I don't know what he's doing at this point. Like, I feel like Nate's just messing around because like, he doesn't need these moons. He's already got the 4 from Deep Woods. He just needs to leave the Deep Woods or get regional coins, and this is not helping. This one's also really dumb because it's just like RNG. Just select the right ones.
Yeah,
Nader, dude.
Nader Beans maybe just be playing around, but he's at least trying to be a good sport and just keep going through the match, even though it does look like at all this point he's all but given up.
It's pretty hopeless at this point, but you know what? Respect for going for it. Meanwhile, Anime not doing anything unnecessary, just going for those coins. Ooh, grabbing the. That was an interesting maneuver. Unfortunately,
missed those
grabbed
3
that
regional coins on the balcony.
Thing.
Yeah, it looks like he's just going to need to go find some more regional coins wherever possible.
Not sure why he went in there. That's just a moon that he does not need.
Doesn't need any coins either because he purchased his 6th and final moon. So.
He does need coins, I believe, for slots. I don't know how many you need though. So we'll need to talk to Pauline. We'll need to get those musicians, and then go clean out the turn on the power station for the festival.
Right, Short Shorts.
Just 10 if you first try it. Yeah. Okay. Cool. So, having those extra coins will be nice if you do mess up the slots. Having an extra try. Just going in there and then having to leave and go get more coins would kind of suck. On our way to get the first instrument here.
No, he already did get the drum player, so he's on to get the second instrument.
Right, yeah, the first instrument's right next to it.
Yeah.
The second instrument, and then you're gonna get the one from the start, and then the one from the top of the building. There's 4.
Yep.
I know what I'm talking about. I played
Got the
this game
guitar,
before.
got the drum, got the guitar. Now he just needs the bassist and the trumpet player, if I'm not mistaken.
The trumpet. A lot of fun.
Sounds like you've played the trumpet.
What? Like in 5th grade, yeah, I guess I did. But
just to that sarcastic tone, I didn't know if it meant like you were actually saying that because like, oh yeah, so much fun.
Oh, I wasn't talking about trumpet playing is fun. I was talking about the game itself, but all right. So, unfortunately, we'll see.
Anime's only got 16 coins. Let's see if he's able to get this on the first try.
Decided that wasn't happy with that setup, so just declined to play it, and then. Oh, that's
didn't
tragic.
even get the coin that was in there.
That last one just didn't go. So.
But the one coin that came out from the slot machine didn't even bother to go pick it up. So now he's just getting these coins. Okay, but there's enough to go back in there and try it again.
Yeah. A little unfortunate, but should be able to get it here. Not quite what you're looking for. There you go. Oh.
Having a hard time just keeping that cap set up. Meanwhile, breaking news, Nader Beans has finally gotten his way out of Wooded Kingdom and is back in the Odyssey.
Let's go. There's the slots. So we need some more regional coins and we need some world peace. And then we are
All right.
done.
It looks like he's just going to be missing the sub hour here. He does need 3 more regional coins, and I do not think it's going to take less than a minute 50 seconds to achieve world peace. So the sub hour will unfortunately be missed by Anime, but he's still very well ahead of his competitor NaderBeans. I think he could even afford to literally go order a pizza, wait the full 30 minutes to take it out, bring it back home, and still come back and defeat NaderBeans easily, as he collects his 30th regional coin there.
All right. On his way to get the 3rd musician. Trumpeter. I don't know why the trumpeter is just on the roof, you know, like you do. You just like hang out on the roof of a building.
I mean, looking at the
why are there no
diagonal,
like railings or anything, you know?
looking at the diagonal structure of this building, I believe he's on top of the Daily Bugle, and he's trying to play the theme song to Spider-Man to call and draw him out here. A little Nintendo Marvel crossover, perhaps. Little does he know he's an. Little does he know he's just a almost NPC in the wrong franchise. So we can all dream. Unfortunately, the trumpeter's dreams are crushed, as he's just subjected to be a member of this band forevermore.
And the final one. This is actually a guitarist, so I think the second one was the bassist.
Oh, I thought I saw 6 strings in the last one. So apparently,
Well, this one
co-commentator
definitely had
can't even
six
count.
strings, so.
I've heard of 5-string basses, definitely not 6-string basses. So maybe this co-commentator does not know how to count.
Well, so now just onto the power station, and then almost finished. Meanwhile, Nader, nice clean Cloud Kingdom, heading into Lost.
So yeah, it looks like NaderBeans got 22 moons in Wooded Kingdom. Looks like he was just going for everything wood possible.
No, dude.
NaderBeans' mind apparently in the gutter, as he's just been focusing on nutting on dinosaurs' faces and just getting nothing but wood this entire race. So NaderBeans clearly just not focused right now.
Track Dog wanting to keep things a family-friendly stream by talking about stuff like this. Anime's gonna fire us.
Or at least me. I'm gonna be the one sent to the literal doghouse. Valantis is being just fine.
Ooh, will he make it up in time? You can still make it up. It's just so much slower without those. This is painful to watch, Nader. It's so painful. It was just so slow to get up there. Like, you can totally do it. It's just so much slower. It's way worth it to just fall down and fix it. That does make it up cleanly there. And I'm gonna go buy a moon in here. Buy a life apart.
So wait, if NaderBeans did get the moon shard moon back in Sand Kingdom, it looks like he was trying to go for row 5 with perhaps 3 moons.
Row 5, column 1, and just did the atop the highest tower just to get it, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he still would have had to have gone to Seaside, which would have taken an extremely long time. So
yeah, I don't know.
All right, we hear Mario's theme song attributed to Mario himself for getting the band back together. You love to hear it.
We got ourselves a festival. This is just a festival % run, by the way, if anyone was wondering. Great way to finish it off with the festival, you know. You love to see it. It's a really good point of the game to finish. I mean, besides like the Bowser escape scene. That's the
what
classic.
What exactly is this festival all about? Because I find it a little narcissistic that this festival is just featuring nonstop Pauline. So did she do something special? Is this festival all about her? What's going on here?
Why would the festival be about Pauline? She's the entertainment. You know, she's the singer. It's not about her.
Okay. It's just not even seen featuring Pauline. You just see the words festival and then a full upper body picture of Pauline. Even Nintendo knows how to market properly, apparently.
Yeah, I thought it was about Mario. I don't know. I thought it's like, oh, you saved us. Let's throw you a festival. But she's like the singer. But yeah, there's a lot of Donkey Kong stuff, obviously.
Oh, that's right, because it wasn't Princess Toadstool in Donkey Kong, it was Pauline who was kidnapped by Donkey Kong. So this is a festival tribute to Mario for saving her all those years ago.
Yeah, that's probably it. 100%.
40 years ago, Mario first rescued Pauline from Donkey Kong in the arcade cabinets. My goodness.
Hey. The Donk City Festival. I think it's just a normal festival, but this one's like special because, you know.
Oh, stepping on top of Pauline's head. How gruesome. Mario can't even appreciate the festival that was put on for him by just completely just stomping on the talent there.
All right. Is world peace restored? I don't know. Anime's not clicking on it.
I don't actually know when I'm supposed to click it, I'll be honest.
Well, then we're going to call time there, and Anime has completed
I'll call it now.
bingo board.
There you go. Okay.
Has completed this bingo board in 1 hour, 3 minutes, and 44 seconds. GG's Anime on taking game 2 here. How'd you feel about this board? A little less crappy than the first go around, as Nader Bean sticks to death?
Oof. You know, honestly, I had a bunch of back and forth with what I wanted to do. At one point, I considered row 1 and row 2 just because. But, you know, and then I thought about column 5 and maybe like top left, bottom right. I thought about it. And then I was like, you know, I don't actually remember where the treasure chest moons are. World Peace and Three Kingdoms seems kind of sketchy. And then I forgot that, like, Cascade is World Peace, Lake is World Peace, and those are so fast.
Yeah.
Those are, like, so fast.
Yeah, that was pointed out to us in chat.
Oh, my goodness.
It's just World Peace any kingdom.
Yeah, well, except for Cap, Cloud, and Lost.
Yeah, because those ones are not real.
Right, yeah, there's no boss, it's just an existence.
Yeah, made this co-commentator potentially recommend Ancient Angel in the commentary booth, as they sure helped out both commentators throughout the duration of this match.
Thank you, Ancient Angel. It's
all
appreciated.
of the knowledgeable SMO people.
Timing ends when you touch the moon. Okay, I did see that in the worksheet, but I know that's what it said for the multi-moons, but I just wanted to make absolute certain for the world peace.
All right, but now let's talk to Nader Beans. Nader, take us through what was going through your mind with this routing, sir. We were all confused throughout the duration of this match.
I thought I had a better plan than I did. I'm not gonna lie. I saw that a lot of these were wooded, and instead of considering the difficulty, I just decided I'll do them anyways because they're all in the same place. And I spent a lot of time in wooded when I probably shouldn't have. But my idea was that I would just do the beginning as normal, do cap and cascade as normal, and then in sand I would route differently to try to get as many coins as possible, and then also try to fit in the shard moon because I also planned on going for 3 moons from moon shards. But I kind of forgot about that one until the end, which is why I went back. And then wooded, I just spent like way too long there. I ended up getting atop the highest tower while I was going for the moon shard one, so I just added that one anyways. Maybe to just throw off Anime or something.
Well, you threw
Okay, so
us
that
off.
wasn't part of the
Threw
route. You just
everybody
crossed it
off.
because
Yeah, I just put it there because I had it. Yeah,
Threw
that's. I
everybody
even
off.
checked. It's not part of my route, but I went back into the little menu thing to check the moon name to make sure it was the right one, which is why I
Nice.
went back in the list.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got real confused by that. I was like, and later on I was thinking like, I think he just filled it out because he got it, and he got it so he could get the moon shards, but yeah.
Yeah.
Bam.
Oh well. You did valiantly, or you tried.
Yeah, I thought I was gonna do a little better on this last one. I picked out my I was gonna do what is it, column 1 and row 5. I picked that out in like the first 5 seconds or the first 10 seconds. I just glanced at it and I was like, oh, I have to do this. I know I can do this one. So I thought it was gonna be not that bad, but it kind of was.
like this commentator alluded to, Nader Bean's mind was just completely all about the wood of this race.
Oh no.
Yeah, dude, I don't know. The regional coins I didn't think was gonna be that bad, but they really are. And this column 1 having 30 regional coins, 25, and then 60. I don't know how you did it, Enemy. It seems like way too hard. It took me forever to get even 60 for wooded.
I ran as fast as I possibly could.
Yeah, Shrek Dog was being the resident 12-year-old in the booth.
Yeah, I was not throwing out any curse words, and yet I was making
you're
many
right.
double
You were not
entendres.
throwing out any curse
No
words.
curse words, but so many double entendres, it's not even funny anymore.
Yes. I don't think you made that jump.
No.
Well,
I don't. Oh, I'm not close enough.
It does not look like the match is officially over, even though we've seen both row 1 and column 1 marked off here. We have yet to see the appearance of the second moon here, so Nader Beans might still have a slim chance to potentially catch up here, unless we see something from the production side.
I figured I'd at least have the other racer talk before popping it up. I wanted to be polite.
Da 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 da.
Oh wait,
Right.
Congratulations.
what are you doing in lunch?
What am I doing? Oh, I'm trying to go for brunch and just real quick,
He
okay.
was he went to that to the
Yep.
through a few paintings to get here, and then
I
Try to go for
see.
this.
I just
Stupid
ended
jump.
up in Wooded, and then I was like,
I'm rich.
I could try. It's not gonna happen, but
I doubled my channel points by betting on Anime on both runs. All
Dang.
in.
that's money.
So.
Yes, biased commentator here in the booth. You hate to see it.
If anything, I would be biased for my fellow 64 runner.
Right.
Oh, totally no bias to the person who's hired you to be working here whatsoever. So
Yeah, he still hasn't paid me my paycheck for last time.
Wait, what? Last time?
Yeah, I know there was no last time. What am I supposed to say? You haven't paid me my paycheck for this time?
Ah,
Hasn't
fair
even
enough.
finished yet.
all right.
Fair
Well,
enough. Fair enough.
Anyways, congratulations, Anime, for moving on to the second round. Nader Beans, what are your plans going forward? Has this inspired you to pick up Odyssey again at all, or what do you see yourself doing now?
No. I will probably come back to Odyssey at some point, but not right now. I really want to focus on Mario 64 and then probably Celeste. But I do want to come back to this. It's like my trifecta of games that I want to master. Those 3.
Makes sense. Makes sense.
Yeah. Anyway, thanks for having me on.
Absolutely.
appreciate it.
Thank you so much for participating. I couldn't have done it without the people who are participating.
Yeah, you need a loser to have a winner.
No, hey,
Damn.
not what I'm saying at
It's what I'm
all,
saying, though,
dude.
so.
And Anime, now that it's very clear you're potentially rigging this tournament in your own favor, how are you going to deal with the controversy and backlash from your fans once this is all said and done?
Oh, I'm gonna lose. Don't worry. I don't know if you saw my one-player movement is actually garbage.
Yeah, but you're
Oh, yeah,
playing
'cause
on
we're used to
1.0.
win.
You have that advantage.
What advantage? 1.3 is better in like every way except for the nut jump, and I can skip Night
advantage-
Metro.
See, but you
The
have the
advantage of
option
going
to
for the
do-
coins and
have the
being unable
option
to
to
find the
do that,
Luigis.
Oh, so close. Anyway. Yeah, I was
A lot
like,
of fun.
I was about to go for the Luigi sticker, and I was grandpaing like, oh, maybe I'm like a little bit off it, and then I'm like, wait a minute. That's right. I just remembered I'm still on 1.0.
Yep.
All right. For everybody who is here, thank you so much for coming in. Shrek Dog Valentis, thank you for providing the entertainment. I hope you had a Oh, that was actually really close. I hope you had a good time commentating.
Yeah, it was fun. We were a little lost, but it was a lot of fun. Thank you for having us.
If I ever get invited back into the booth, I'm going to need to make sure I know that study sheet backwards, forwards, and perhaps even play Odyssey all the way through myself.
Fair enough. I figured Valantis could give you a little this or that, seeing as how he's done a little bit.
Yes, my 3 any % runs are enough to carry me to the victory of knowing what's going on.
All right, as you see in the chat there, please go give Nader Beans a follow. They're pretty chill, doing some of those Super Mario 64 runs recently. And as they said, also a little bit of Celeste. And also, please follow the commentators. They are very cool people. Shrek Dog speedruns Super Smash Bros. 64, as well as Super Mario 64. And other things.
And Shrek Retold 64.
That is true, yeah. At one point, he did have world record for Super Mario 64 Shrek Retold.
And Volantis is a multi-Mario runner, including Odyssey, but also SM64, Super Mario Sunshine, and both Galaxies. So there's nothing Mario in this game clearly can't do besides maybe Super Mario RPG.
2D Marios, there you go.
2D Marios are kind of so optimized, I gotta say.
Yeah, those are hard.
Right.
All right, it was fun. Thank you for having us, and thank you for putting on a good race, Nader.
Absolutely.
Good job, buddy.
Thanks so much for being here, everybody.
GG's, Nader. Thanks for including this anime. I appreciate it, buddy.
Absolutely. Thank you guys for coming in. I really appreciate it.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
All right. Oh, that's right. Cropping. Oh boy. let me just fix that. Can we not? Yeah. Yeah, that's better. Hey everybody. Oh, thank you so much. Yeah, it could probably use a little bit of a shave if I'm being honest. Just a little bit. I know I've had at least a viewer or two say I shouldn't shave, so I trimmed my stash a little bit. Trimming is hard. I did not know trimming a stash was actually kind of hard. But anyways, so that's gonna be it for that. Bingo round 3, I believe. Really hope I'm remembering that number correctly. But November, no shave November. Yeah, I guess that is a thing. Never really thought about it. Alright. Oh, geez, yeah, actually, I just remembered. I need to go back to that one scene. Put myself back in the TV or something. One sec. I need to pull up. Whoosh. Don't mind the double screen there. Oh, wait. Give me this. No. Go here. Pull up the bracket here, ladies and gentlemen. And it looks like for the end of this race, that's going to put me up here. And then Hyde, Ducky, I will be racing... Oh, look at that, Discord. I will be racing whoever gets through the next round or two between Hyde and Ducky. Very exciting, very exciting. Let me just screenshot that. Beep, boop, bop. Alright, and we'll go back to here. Okay. I was gonna pretend to attempt a star percent here, but clearly I don't know how to do the bruncheon jump. So that's something I'm gonna need to look up at some point. Alright, let's see. Put this over here. Put this here. Alright. Okay, it is currently 5:01, and as much as I would like to do another thing, I must get off for now. I've got a couple things to do at home, and then I'm going to go hang out with a friend and play the new Super Mario Party Superstars. Not Super Mario Party, sorry. Mario Party Superstars. So let me just quickly get back into Wooded here. So we can actually have some music playing. Not just odd painting ambience. There we go. Get that good stuff. Boom. Ba ba da bum bum ba da da dum bum bum. Ba da 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 da. Ba da 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 do da da do. Do da da do da da do do da da do. Let's see, who do I want to raid? Ba da bum.